automatic qualify. A draw, also qualify. Let's go hear what the fans have to say. This is Premier Sports Fan Center. My name remains Benue. Please don't forget to subscribe.
Center, and it's the FIFA 2026 World Cup qualifiers, and it's Nigeria. We're back playing against the Warriors of Zimbabwe for our second game in our group qualifiers for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Don't forget the last time out against Lesotho, it ended 1-1 between Nigeria and Lesotho. My name is Adeyemi Shegun, and I'm back in Lagos for streaming of this, for live watch along of this game on Premier Sports Fan Center. But I won't be alone in the studio doing this today, as I have with me Yemite. Good afternoon, Yemite.
Oh, good afternoon, Shegun. It's another beautiful day to talk about Nigeria, and we hope we won't be lamenting today.
We just hope we won't be lamenting today. And the game is in the 22nd minute and still 0-0 between Nigeria and Zimbabwe. I think Nigerians are familiar with this type of results coming into the first half. We start the game against Lesotho. And it started just like this against Lesotho. In the first half, it was 0-0 with Nigeria dominating the play against Lesotho. And in this game also, it has been Nigeria dominating play. And that was a good shot from Zimbabwe. But that was easily saved by Francis Uzor, who is starting as the goalkeeper for Super Eagles today. Looking at that other game against Lesotho, what do you think was the problem? And it seems that same problem is returning or is repeating itself in this game already. Because this 20th minute and Nigeria dominated play and Nigeria yet to score.
When you dominate play in your own half, it tends to no profit. The main domination should be in the final third. And when they are in the final third, misplaced passes everywhere, the lack of concentration, the attitude of the players, their body language, it doesn't speak good. It doesn't look good to me in that game against Lesotho. And I think in this game they should improve. But with the way it's going, I don't think they've learned their lesson.
Okay, so that's according to Yemite. It seems they've not learned their lessons. Nigeria were currently on the ball right now, and they chose to go back into the midfield. Franco Yeka with the ball chooses to see, and they finds out Iwobi who goes straight to the left, and Nigeria were attacking against Zimbabwe right now into the box, but that was easily defended by Zimbabwe, who right now be turning the defense into attack against Nigeria. For 24 minutes, Nigeria has the better share of possession, 64% of ball possession. But like we do say on the program, it's not about you dominating with ball possession. The end justifies the means, and that is goal scoring. It's always important to score against your opponent, and that is where Nigeria has been having a problem in these qualifiers. We struggled to score a goal against Lesotho, and when the goal came in, it was even through a defender, Semi Ajayi. Is it that we currently have problem? When there is no Osimhen, there's always a problem up front for the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Of course, there is a problem whenever Osimhen is not playing, and this thing begs the question of what is the playing structure of the Super Eagles? What is this? What kind of football are we playing? Are we playing counter-attacking? Are we playing possession-based? Are we playing from the wings? Like our successful year so far, it was playing from the wings, Clement Westhoff. So we need to know the structural approach of Nigerian football. We know Brazil to be samba football. English, they've switched from that counter-attacking now to more possession-based football. We know Spanish tiki-taka. We know German machines, they can run the wings and run you down.
Right, so there's a chance for Zimbabwe against Nigeria, but that was easily cut out by Omiachi there. And it's all for, there's an infringement there on us Zimbabwe player. It's a free kick to Zimbabwe in the 25th minute of this encounter. It's to Nigeria 0, Zimbabwe 0. And Nigeria will be looking to get back to winning ways. As yesterday, we saw South Africa defeated Benin Republic 2-1, which puts Nigeria in a tight angle right now. And we have to go all out and get 6 points against South Africa, which is very much important. And it's always a tough one when Nigeria plays against
South Africa. And the funniest part is South Africa will most likely deal with Lesotho as many goals as possible. Because any FIFA competition right now, if the points are tied, it goes to goals. And what other opponent is better for you to get enough goals than Lesotho? And look how they made a mess of it. And look at the game against Zimbabwe now. Look at
There's a
this.
free kick to Zimbabwe,
That's a
and that
goal.
is into the back of the net. What a goal! What a way for Zimbabwe to start the first goal against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. What a free kick, what a hit, and what a miss from Francis Uzor again.
Again, you see, when people keep complaining about this Francis Uzor, how terrible he has been, the goal Nigeria considered against Lesotho, you can't absolve him because you saw your lines. You should protect your lines as a goalkeeper. Look at this free kick. What is in this free kick that I could not save?
And you know that this brings me back to the press conference. And we can see the Zimbabweans, you can see the fans, they are looking very happy. The Warriors have just scored the first goal against the Super Eagles of Nigeria in the 26th minute. And it's the Warriors of Zimbabwe who are one goal up against the Super Eagles of Nigeria right now. And you can see the frustration on the face of Nigerian fans. They are not happy. This is not the Super Eagles they used to know. This is not the Super Eagles we all grew up watching. That's it was from
what is this?
What
is this?
What a hit! And to think this is a funny
place. What is Uzor doing in front of goal? What is he doing? What is this? This should be an easy save.
Wow. This brings me back to the press conference when we had the press conference in Akwa Ibom with Francis with the coach talking about Ose Pasero. And you know he came up with saying that Francis Uzor is currently the best goalkeeper Nigeria can offer.
Can you imagine that kind of statement? Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, that coach should be gone. Wow, that coach should be gone. As far as I don't think he knows what he's doing. Honestly.
And it's the 29th minute already in this game. It's Nigeria who are currently one goal behind the home nation. Talking about Zimbabwe. It's a long run for Nigeria, and let's see if the Super Eagles will be bouncing back against Zimbabwe in this encounter. And it's currently Nigeria who are in possession of the ball and still keeping it safe in the midfield. They chose to go straight into the wing, but back into the midfield. And this is my real problem with Nigeria. You know, passing around the field without an end product, without making an end product. That's the biggest problem I have with the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Currently, we're in the 29th minute, approaching the 30th minute, and still Nigeria 0, Zimbabwe 1. Let's go straight to the starting 11. Nigeria chose to go with a 4-3-3 formation today. It is Francis Uzor in goal post, and Olaino starts as a right back as he replaces Bright Osai. We have Semi Ajayi and Calvin Bassey starting as the preferable central backs. We have Bruno Oyemiachi who is back in the starting 11, replacing Jamilu Collins. And the midfield, it remains Alex Iwobi, Frank Oyeka, and Joe Aribo starts today. Up front, we have Musa Simon, who is captain in the team, Terry Murphy, and the new boy, Neto Taylor, making his debut for the Super Eagles of Nigeria in this encounter. 4-3-3, the last time out it was 4-4-2, and now we are seeing 4-3-3 formation.
Yeah, mainly it's not really about the formation. It's about the playing structure. What is the pattern Nigeria is playing? Look, this thing is not difficult. When you have a structure, then you get the kind of players that can play that pattern. That is the success story of Guardiola. It's not rocket science. Get a playing structure. What do I want to play? Which approach? Okay, this is the approach. Players that can run, then go for players that can run. Players that can dribble, go for players that can dribble. Players that are mobile, go for. So the structure will give birth to the kind of players that will be in your starting 11. It's as simple as that. When you don't have structure, your football will be directionless.
Okay, talking about football being directionless for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, they're still looking directionless in this encounter. Zimbabwe has a throw-in in the Nigerian half right now, and they will be in a hurry to take that throw-in in the 31st minute. It's Zimbabwe advantage right now against Nigeria, with Zimbabwe leading 1-0 against the Super Eagles of Nigeria in the first half, scoring against all odds and from a dead ball situation again. That brings number of goals the Super Eagles have conceded from dead ball situation. It's so appealing these days. Another throw into Zimbabwe in the 32nd minute of this encounter. Zimbabwe has a throw in, and they chose to go for a long throw from their number 23rd player, and that is Mbeba, who takes the throw in, and that was easily won back by Nigeria, who will be eating on the counter, but that was easily cut out. Zimbabwe are back in possession, and Iwobi was easily cut out there. And talking about creativity in the Super Eagles, it's one big question we've always asked. There's no creativity in that midfield, and that was one thing the fans were complaining at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium during the game against Lesotho. It's not really about you passing around, but that link between the midfield and the attack was actually missing in that encounter.
Yeah, it was missing mainly because he was playing a 4-4-2. You don't have a creative midfielder. You are playing a 4-4-2. Switch to wing play. Let them play to the wings and cut in. That's as simple as that. Football is It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. They should be doing better than what they are doing right now.
And Zimbabwe goal scorer was Musona, who scored the first goal in this encounter of that beautiful free kick from that young man. And it was a free kick that left Uzo stranded. He couldn't just get his hand to that. And unfortunately, Nigeria won't go down in the 32nd minute already in this encounter. And let's see if the Super Eagles will be responding back in this first half, because a big response is needed in this game. Any further loss in this encounter or a draw will actually put us, on the back foot.
Yeah, seriously on the back foot. Now, South Africa is beginning to rake in points. You have to think about the main opponent you are challenging against. Look at it. They comfortably defeated Benin Republic. 2 goals in the first half. Benin scored 1 in the second half, but it was too late to come back. And that's how you should do. First half, rush your opponent. Put them on the back foot. Not sending misplaced passes in the final third. I don't know who gave this guy this job. Honestly, it's just as if this country, they are just taking Nigerians as comedians. It's just taking them for a joke.
Okay, straight to the starting 11 of the Zimbabwe. It's talking about the Warriors of Zimbabwe. The start with goalkeeper Denova Bena, the goalpost, and they chose to go with a 3-5-2 formation with defenders Jordan Zemura, Gerard Takwara, and Tenej Adebe in defense. And the midfielder go with Umbebe, Mustena, and the captain is Nakamba. And their number 10, Rino Ota, and the goal scorer Muzona, who scored that beautiful free kick against Nigeria. Nigeria is on the attack right now, where a chance for the Super Eagles to respond, but that was easily cut out by Zimbabwe, and to be going out for a Nigeria corner kick. There is no starting 11. There is no Ademola Lookman in the starting 11, where we saw how good he was in that game against Lesotho. Don't you think they are actually missing that young man up front today?
Against Lesotho, one of the players that were wasteful was Lookman.
Yeah.
Against it was really wasteful, because what's the essence of taking the ball to the opponent without an end result? The end justifies the means. And then normally you want to say, oh, you give credit to the coach for benching them. But look at it, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. When the ones that are at the bench is not better off than the ones on the field of play, then you just have to stick with those guys and make some corrections. But even those guys, their commitment level should be questioned. Those guys are not playing like a group of boys that are committed to the national team.
Okay, the Super Eagles of Nigeria were currently in possession and attacking against Zimbabwe right now to see if they can get that equalizer, all important equalizer in the first half. And it's Bassi who chose to go for a long one off to the right hand of the stadium, of the field. And that was easily caught out by Zimbabwe, who will be attacking against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Easily won back by Nathan Taylor. There, he chose to go straight and finds who. That is Zimbabwe. We are currently pushing Nigeria back into the midfield. If Lesotho actually played against Nigeria like a Minos and got a result against the Super Eagles of Nigeria, don't you think right now probably Nigerians are overhyping the team? I can see the annoyance on your face. Don't worry, the Nations Cup is still coming. we are still aiming to win the Nations Cup.
Honestly, this thing is very simple. You have people profiting from the pains of the country. It is annoying because the fault is there for us to see. We know how to fix it, and intentionally they are not fixing it. Okay. That's the most painful part, because if we are using Peseru, we should go and apologize to the former coach. What's his name? Genetro. Because he is way better than this coach, and we're complaining about him. Now you want to bring a worst coach.
Here's a free kick to the Super Eagles of Nigeria, be taken by Moses Simon, but that's only going to the back of the net, as it was easily saved by the Zimbabwe goalkeeper, and it's off to a goal kick to Zimbabwe. You are saying something about getting Peseru sacked, but don't you think the effect of sacking Peseru right now, it's going to be a lot expensive for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, for NFF to sack Peseru right now? Looking at the cost, how much it's going to cost them, it cost a lot when we sacked them Genetro, and they want that. Probably you should just take them to the Nations Cup in January, and he has a target, which is to win the Nations Cup. But it's not looking like this team can win the Nations Cup right now.
It is not about winning the Nations Cup. is about rebuilding the national team. Nations Cup, no dey finish. If they don't win this one, they
Yeah,
can
right now
prepare
I'm
for the
looking at
next
the
one.
cost. I'm looking at the cost. How much it's going
The
to cost?
contract is just in February.
Yes, to February.
This is November already.
So there's no point. There's no point renewing his contract.
One, there's no point renewing his contract, but you can sack him because what better way to start your project than the Nations Cup? Get a coach that you know knows. We know coaches that can do this job. We'll be deceiving ourselves if we say we don't know or we don't have coaches that can do this job. The people are profiting from the pains of Nigeria. And those profits they are making will end up hampering their health. Honestly.
Okay, straight to the comment section. We have a Faith Light. Which coach can drop Victor Boniface on the bench? And he also says the NHL should have started this game. The coach is confused. And still Faith Light. You can see the Faith is looking confused. He's looking undejected right now. If Victor and the NHL should have started this game. I'm looking up front. Sammy Murphy is also another good striker who has added good in the French Ligue 1. We saw Boniface against Lesotho. He struggled up front without services from the midfield. Probably that was why Pacero thinks he should drop Victor Boniface coming into this game.
It doesn't make sense dropping Victor Boniface. That's the real solid fear you have going forward. Sometimes some players, even if they are not playing well, their presence alone will command the respect from the defenders. And that is a plus to you because the defenders won't play high line. They won't go on the attack because they know he is there. And they know as far as he is there, it can cause any damage at any point in time in the game. These things are not rocket science. You can't just do the right thing and just let us do.
Okay, we're currently in the 38th minute, approaching the 39th minute already. It's still the Super Eagles of Nigeria who are down 1-0 against Zimbabwe. And you can still the players are doing everything possible to see if they can come back as early as possible in this game. Because anything less than a victory here is going to spell doom for the Super Eagles. 2 games and you're still without a victory. Talking about it beating like the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Probably we need to start looking down on that team. Probably the ego or probably the expectation are just too much on this team.
Not just about too much. Look at this. The Super Eagles, there's nothing super about them again. They are just living on old glory. Honestly, as far as I'm concerned, there are talents on the. See, administration, you can't undermine it. When your focus is just to make money, you will do the wrong things. Build the team. When the team is doing well, private sector will come and partner you, and you will make this same money. And they are just, as far as I'm concerned, many of them are just bunch of lazy administrators that just want the easy way out.
Okay, that is a big one to say from my They're trying to Zimbabwe right here in Nigeria's half, and they're feeling comfortable in this game because they are currently leading against the Super Eagles of Nigeria 1-0 in the 40th minute already. Let's see if the Super Eagles can get a goal back in this first half because that is very much important. And it's currently Zimbabwe who are back to their goalkeeper. They chose to take a long one into the Nigerians' half, but that was easily caught by Calvin Bassey, sorry. I don't have to start with Calvin Phillips today again. And they're trying to Zimbabwe in their own half, and it's the 40th minute already, 5 more minutes to go in this first half. It's Nigeria who are currently 1 goal down against Zimbabwe. And there seems to be a trouble in the defense there, but that was easily saved and easily caught there by Francis Uzor, who will be looking to redeem his image. But I don't really think there's any image to be redeemed by Francis Uzor. He shouldn't be near the Super Eagles anymore.
I'm not a fan of picking the easy target. But when you give somebody about 5 chances consecutively and he keeps fucking up, like, sorry to use that word on it, but kept messing up opportunities. The friendly was there, messed it up. The goal against Lesotho, he should be coming out of his line for that ball, for crying out loud. That ball was in his box 6. Not as if it was way off the goal post. And look at this free kick. It's just simple positioning that he got wrong. Positioning. Honestly, it's disappointing.
Yes, was the one back by the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but Zimbabwe were eating on the counter right now. It has been the second goal for Zimbabwe, and still Zimbabwe, but that has been won back by the Alex Iwobi, will be chosen to turn the fence. Moses Simon, will be chosen to turn the fence into attack, and it's Nigeria who are currently attacking against Zimbabwe right now. With this being the chance for the Super Eagles to get an equalizer, but that was easily cut out by Zimbabwe, but still be played in possession by Nigeria. Alex Iwobi on the ball there, and what will he do with the ball? He chose to go straight to the right. as he finds Olaino back into the midfield and see Nigeria playing around the box of Zimbabwe. But the entrance has actually been closed against the Super Eagles. What a cross there from the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but that won't be threatening Zimbabwe, and Zimbabwe will be eating on the counter right now. And let's see if this is going to be a second goal against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Zimbabwe are playing against Nigeria in Nigeria's half. It chose to go straight into midfield. Who does it find? Finds another Zimbabwe player. And Zimbabwe were playing comfortably against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. That is what goals, actually bring it to your team. It gives you that kind of confidence, no matter who you are playing against. And I think it's going to be hard for the Super Eagles of Nigeria to come back into this game because it's not looking easy for them right now. They are not creating chances. They are not even the passes between the midfield and attack is nowhere to be found in this encounter.
As far as I'm concerned, the only reason they have the best fair share of ball possession is that Zimbabwe has given them the possession in their own half. They just come back when they get to this place with defend and we get.
Here's the chance for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Would that be the chance for the goal? But no, that was easily caught out by Zimbabwe, and that was Taylor on the ball there, but he lost it out to the Zimbabwe big man captain there. And it's Zimbabwe who are currently attacking against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It has been an end-to-end stuff between both teams, and Zimbabwe taking the ball to the Super Eagles midfield right now, very close to the goal post, and they're very close to the 18 there. They chose to switch wing to the left side of Nigeria defense. Omeyachi defending against Zimbabwe, who chose to go back into the midfield. They are interested in calling out the Super Eagles, and it should be them defending against the Super Eagles. But right now, they are the one even calling out our players who are playing so deep in this game. I think the Super Eagles should be coming all out right now to look for that all-important equalizer in this first half.
Honestly, the Super Eagles should be the one coming out to approach this game because they are the one who won't go down. They should be taking the game to Zimbabwe, not Zimbabwe now having the chance to while away the time. And we know African football. The earlier, the better. Once it gets towards the embers of the game, most likely you will drop all 3 points. And it doesn't make sense. What are these guys doing? It doesn't make sense. Because when you look at it, you brought a team into the field. This team is playing as if there's no cohesion. There's no understanding. In fact, the team that played against Lesotho has done better than this. And we're still complaining about that one. It's not getting worse.
Okay, straight to the comment section. We have Augustina Chukwuike Uzo again. And we have Francis Light here. Amunike is the coach we need. And we've seen a lot of Nigerians, call out for there's a need for us to go back to having indigenous coach for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We saw what Amunike did with the under 17. We've seen him with the under 20, and we've seen him with Tanzania national team. He actually looks like a good coach that might actually work it. Probably it's time we have to look back to our nation right now for a new coach.
Look at that free kick is saved.
A goalkeeper that plays in Europe.
Look at this now. What is this?
Wow.
Just a strong right hand. We saved that ball over the bar. Just a strong right hand. I'm talking about Amunike. Amunike has done well in Tanzania. But any coach that will take this job right now, India needs to calm down and spell out the structural approach. For instance, when they wanted to go and employ Clement Westerhoff, the body sat and said, we want to go the Dutch way of playing football. Let's use the wing. And they brought a coach that understands that structure. When Man City wanted to dominate, they looked at, we want to dominate possession. They want to bring Guardiola. Let's play tiki-taka. And let's support him financially and support him administratively. And that is how it is run. Before you take a coach, first talk about the structure you want him to play. It's very, very important.
Simon attacking against Zimbabwe on the far left of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, just to go in for a cross, but nobody there, as that will be lost out. And Zimbabwe were currently attacking against the Super Eagles of Nigeria and just beat his man there, but that was easily defended by Calvin Bassey there, and it's going to be advantage Zimbabwe. It looks like there was an infringement there. And you can see Passero on our screens is looking dejected against decision by the referee. It looks like it's going to be a free kick to Zimbabwe against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. 2 minutes has been added in this first half, and we've seen 45 minutes of the first half been played already. We are into additional 2 minutes right now, and it's a yellow card to Calvin Bassey in the first half for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and that is not looking good for the Fulham defender. That's another issue.
Yeah. Is that tackle worth a yellow card? And you know the terrain you are playing with, and you just approach games in a very funny way. Now, Nigeria will be left with an uphill task to qualify for the
Let's
World Cup.
look at the way Zimbabwe are just passing around in the defense with a lot of confidence, playing against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It's the second minute of additional time in the first half, and still Nigeria won one goal down against Zimbabwe, and that goal was scored by Musena off that beautiful free kick. As I don't know where Uzor was when that free kick was sailing into the back of his net. It wasn't close to his box. It wasn't a close free
It's
kick.
really evident that Uzor is one of our loopholes to losing games. Nigeria is struggling up front. And even you have a good goalkeeper, you still keep a clean sheet.
No. What is goalkeepers are actually very much important. I was saying during one of our programs that if you are ready to win the Nations Cup, or you want to win honors at on the bigger stage, you need a very good goalkeeper. Look at Morocco at the World Cup; they didn't just get to the semi-final without having a goalkeeper.
If not for
like
the performance of Bono against Belgium,
Thank you.
the performance of Bono against Spain.
Look at Argentina that won the World Cup. They want to have won that World Cup without Martinez. That last minute save and that beauty, that work he does at the penalty. You know, when you have a good goalkeeper, when you have a good goalkeeper, there's one confidence that comes with it that at the back is strong. It's strong. There's no need for you to be scared. You know, when there's a corner kick or there's a dead ball situation, you attack very well. So there's this kind of motivation you get when you have a good goalkeeper. Look at every time Nigeria won the Nations Cup. The last one, 2013, you have a Vincent Eyama in goal post who commands and dominates his box. Look at when we have Peter Rufai in goal post. These are goalkeepers, these are goalkeepers that dominate their box. But not we having a goalkeeper like Francis Uzor that even before a dead ball situation, we are already thinking of 50-50 chances of that ball going into the back of the net.
Number one, Uzor is terrible at dead ball situation, especially positioning your players. That is the first thing. You call your players to order. Call them. And be dominant in your area. When the ball is coming, attempt it so that players will be scared of coming close to you. You command your area. Uzor doesn't have that. It's evident. Look at it. When Argentina, the quest for Lionel Messi to win something for Argentina, when it started, it was their goalkeeper that kept letting them down. Couldn't save important penalties when they were getting to the finals of the Copa America. And if you look at it, even the World Cup final they got to against Germany, if it was another goalkeeper, maybe you could have got an hand to that goal. But look at Martinez. Look at the kind of balls Martinez saved to the final of the World Cup. Even Lionel Messi, one of the players he appreciates the most in that team is Martinez because he understood what that guy did. Look at that last chance. Kolomani last chance, sorry. It could have ended Argentina's dream of winning the World Cup. But the keeper came to the rescue. That's what goalkeepers do. You protect your team. If you don't have a good goalkeeper, the team's confidence cannot be the way it should. It is just normal. But we keep saying this day in, day out. We have goalkeepers in the Nigerian league. Go and give them a try. Go.
Okay, it's halftime in the game between Zimbabwe and Nigeria. Zimbabwe were currently one goal up against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. The Warriors are here fighting tooth and knife against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It's looking like the Warriors might just gone down the Eagles in this game. It's 1-0 at halftime. Nigeria currently trailing the Zimbabweans in this encounter at halftime. You know, let's look at this game. Let's look at the first half. It's not really where we want to see ourselves. Look at that free kick from Walter Musona. That was a beautiful free kick from that young man.
Yeah, that's a beauty. He saw a goalkeeper that was not good enough area. But you know, see, one thing about your opponent is they will study your weak point. Once they notice that it is your goalkeeper, on the norms, if it was a goalkeeper that was very good, that guy might not attempt that ball. He will just cross a ball for a header. But since he noticed that, they can exploit their goalkeeper, they make the attempt. It's very obvious to see. It's very obvious to see. So that's what I'm saying. All these things, they are not far-fetched. When you give your opponent one room, they will turn it to a room and parlor. Honestly, you open a little space, they will exploit it and make you look useless. And that's how it works in football. You want to take advantage of the weakness of your opponent. When you open yourself up as a little space of as weakness, they will exploit it. And all they need is just one.
All right now, those teams Nigeria plays against right now, they've actually understood the Super Eagles and see that dead ball situations has been our problem. Because you look at the goal we considered against Saudi Arabia in the friendly match, it was off dead ball situations. You look at the goal we considered against Lesotho just 2 days or 3 days ago. 2 days ago, sorry. It was through dead ball situation. And right now again we've considered another goal from dead ball situation.
Against
Saudi Arabia dead ball. The 2 goals were dead ball situation. Right now in this encounter against Zimbabwe, another goal from dead ball situation. What do you think? I think it's so many people. And I remember in the press conference, they were asking Pasero, have you been able to talk, or has Uzor be able to talk to Vincent Eyama? Do you know his response? Who is Eyama?
Yeah,
that was the response. Who is Eyama?
Would you blame?
I was just like, I was shocked. Like, I was in the press conference and I was like, seriously, who is Vincent Eyama?
Would you blame him?
No.
When you don't get a coach that has done their due diligence, you know, if you want to hire the best hand, what you do is you call them to interview. When they know that it is the best hand that will win, all of them will prepare. But if they know that you have a sentiment, you will get to employ maybe one of the worst off in the candidate. That's what happens. So when you throw it open and you say, okay, I want to pick the best, then the coaches will start doing the right things, doing the right research, doing the right approach, know that, oh, this job is for the A-list applicant. And those are the things that happen. That's why he won't even care. He will just tell you, as he said that day, that Nigeria played 1-1 against Lesotho. We dominated position. It's so annoying.
And straight to the comment section, we have Esther Ekaite. I have said it before, we should use our local coach, but NFF will not listen. We also have Mary Olugbodi. There is something the NFF is gaining from this coach that we don't know, because he should have been shown the Ezador long time ago. The only player that gives his all while playing is Victor Osimhen. I'm looking at these two comments right now from Esther. I have said it before, we should use our local coach, but NFF will not listen.
Yeah, NFF will not listen. He said, you see, there are talents abound in this land. There are coaches that are good. What takes NFF? Train your coaches. Give them a level playing field. Let them have the opportunity to be able to show themselves against other top coaches. It was a top coach that was coaching Egypt that Nigeria defeated with Austin Eguavoen 1-0. The last World Cup we got to the second round in Russia was Stephen Keshi of blessed memory. So we did the last one. A foreign coach took us. We didn't cross the group stage when we needed to play a draw against Argentina. So these things give this Nigerian talent a level playing field, enabling environment. Don't be political in your decision making. See, these things, they are not difficult. When you get the national team to be producing results, this money, the NFF will make the money because people want to buy into success.
Do you actually think there's no money? Do you think the money is not coming into NFF?
What I'm saying is, the money that is coming in, it's just me. That's why I mentioned they are just lazy administrators. Many of it, they just want the easy.
I just look at it like, if we go deep into NFF issue, a lot of
corruption will come out.
Let's go straight to Mary Olugbodi. I know this goalkeeper has a plan to finish the national team. Congratulations to him and Pasero for outbreaking. And we also have Mark Anthony McDonald. This no be the Super Eagles now. APC national team now rigging Nigeria the field. I was just to say, it's change the referee, bring in. Oh no, I won't be reading that. Okay, let's look at Mary Olugbodi's comment, and he was talking about there's something the NFF is gaining. Okay, he's talking about Victor Osimhen. Without Victor Osimhen, there's always a problem for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and we rightly said it here also that if Osimhen is not playing for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, there's always a problem up front for that team.
Yeah, there's always a problem, but there has been games that even Osimhen played and Nigeria lost successfully. For example, the game between Nigeria and Guinea-Bissau, Nigeria lost at home, and Osimhen was there. So that Osimhen is not playing is not an excuse, because every time in the world of football, there's always, that's why you have first team and substitution bench, meaning if your first team player, uh, um, gets injured because injury is part of the game, then you bring in another player that can do a very good job. And see, it's left to be seen if Nigeria will be able to come back in this.
Okay, let's look at the group standing right now. Zimbabwe currently top the group after 2 games with 4 points. South Africa second.
Like this.
South Africa second right now with after playing one after defeating Benin Republic. They have 3 points. Lesotho sits third with 1 point. Nigeria currently fifth with 1 point in this group. No, we're currently fifth.
Okay, fifth.
We have 6 teams in the group.
6 teams.
So we're currently fifth. We are standing with 1 point and -1 goal difference because we are currently losing 1-0 against Zimbabwe right now. Looking at the first half, we dominated possession against Zimbabwe. And looking at what we saw for the first 45 minutes, and looking at the players on the bench, which player do you think might come in or should come into this game to change the face of it?
Number one, Ian Nacha should be coming in because of his experience. Boniface should be coming in too, because I expected those 2 guys to start. Because you need guys to keep the defense of Zimbabwe in check so that they don't play high line. When they play high line, they easily push the midfield into the number 8 area, while the attackers also pressurize the defense, so the pressure will be much. But when you have guys that can exploit their weaknesses, they will be conscious of those guys and they won't really attack excessively. They just got a goal off a dead ball situation. We can say it's a lucky goal based on...
Is that lucky goal? Is that lucky goal in football?
You know, there are some chances that are well worked. There are some chances that just come one-off. The kind of goal they scored now is one-off. If you ask now, if you do your research, when last have they scored a free kick goal in Zimbabwe national team? That's how it works. But they would have scored different goals from open play. You know, when you knock in, you open the defense and you penetrate with penetrating passes and all. But this one was a dead ball situation around 30-35 meters. That distance to the goalpost, and you bend it, and the goalkeeper didn't do the needful.
You know, my biggest problem right now is we have a league in Nigeria. We have the NPFL. 20 teams playing in NPFL, and there's no way Ose Pasero and his goalkeeping department will tell me that they can't find a good goalkeeper for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. There's Christian that plays for Sporting Lagos.
Very
fantastic
good
goalkeeper.
Fantastic goalkeeper.
Amas, who plays for Better Insurance, another fantastic goalkeeper. The Eyiba coach goalkeeper along Leke Ojo, another good goalkeeper.
I've seen some of these guys. And
I'm sorry for cutting short. And to look at it, Vincent Enyama started from this league. He was trusted when he was keeping for Eyiba at the age of 19. That was when he made his debut for the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
And look at the longevity.
And see the longevity from 2002 to when he retired at 2014.
Yeah.
Look, that man was there. The consistency was there.
Yeah.
So what is now all this shout? I was so disappointed when Pasero said Uzo is the best goalkeeper Nigeria can offer.
You know, why wouldn't he say that? Why wouldn't he say that? Because he even the coach, how much of the Nigerian football does he know? How much of the history does he know? If you ask him when last did Nigeria win the Nations Cup, he might not know what happened. What was the playing structure? Because see, you cannot define where you are going to when you don't know where you are coming from. It is an error. You need to know where your successful years. That's why look at it. The best of the best teams. Barcelona. They went back to the way they play under Johan Cruyff. That was what gave birth to Tiki Taka. And it was one of the most successful era of the Barcelona era. Real Madrid, they went back to the Galactico that has produced now the result they have. That is how football is. When you have your successful years, you have to go and understudy. Then you can adjust 1 or 2 things to fit in the modern day way of playing football. Now go back. When was Nigeria most successful? That was when we were playing from the wings. Do we still have pacey wingers that can hurt opponents? Yes. What do we need to do? Get a coach that understands how to play these things. How can we dominate play? It's as easy as ABC. Find players who are hungry. Like one of the our fans commented here that they are not playing as if they want to go to the World Cup. Where's the passion? It is first for you to have talent. It is another for you to be passionate about the green and white jersey of Nigeria. You play as if your life depends on it. You don't draw against Lesotho and be smiling.
Get back to the comment section. We have a Princess Media TV. I don't see passion of going to the World Cup from those team, and she also says, well done, my people. Ibrahim Dajima, please, we need a local coach for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Edward Musena, okay, keep going, the Warriors. I'm sure that is a Zimbabwe fans there. And we also have Kelvin Dewise. The coach is not ready. Period. And again, we need no more Oyibo coach again. Judy, UK, go Warriors, go. And we also have Red Danny, Udo. What if Nigeria win? The match is still on. Kelvin Dewise, any coach who can't have job in his country, we always employ them.
Yeah, and
I also have a happy more Jagano, go Warriors, go Kelvin Dewise. How can Aribo play as a striker? Wow.
It's funny to see that even Portugal has a foreign coach, and we have a Portuguese coach coaching the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And
I think I have to align with what Dewey said here, that any coach that doesn't have a job in this country, we appoint them. Because you have to look at it. Asero was actually jobless when we got him. Genotro was jobless when we got him.
The funniest part,
I think these guys just come, they just want to use Nigeria, to build that CV and build that resume that they've coached a top country like the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Because I think that was one of the reasons why Genotro got the job in Benin.
General, he tried in his own essence. But when you coach a team and there's no direction spelled out, structure is the foundation. Anything you are going to build on has to be on that structure. It's your way that you see football, the way you want to interpret football. That's why you see Guardiola doesn't sign any players. Thomas Tuchel. When he got to Bayern, he looked at it, money is surplus to requirement as far as it's concerned.
As the beginning of the second half, and Nigeria just made a quick substitution, and this is Boniface and Iheanacho who will be joining the free right now. And it's the beginning of the second half. It's still 1-0 with Zimbabwe leading the Super Eagles of Nigeria. In the moment from now, the second half is going to start, and you can join us. You can continue to join us on our watch along for the next 4 to 5 minutes as we give you all the details and analyses and commentaries from this game coming up. This game is being played in Rwanda, not in Zimbabwe.
Yeah, and look at what Zioku said on the plaza. He said Nigeria needs new technical crew. Corruption is
looking at that technical crew. I was thinking of it when we were at Uyo. Looking at the head of the technical committee, Austin Eguavon. That is a coach that couldn't take us to the semi-final of the Nations Cup.
Not so.
No.
Take us to quarterfinal.
Because I remember that Nations Cup when it was
that was when
the popular.
It was stopping the group.
You know Guardiola. That was where that talk came about.
Not just Guardiola. The Nigerian fans were making jest of the Ghanaian fans because they got out in the group stage.
Yes.
You know what they replied with was that you can top your class and still not make it in life. Like Super Eagles stopped the group and still could not progress beyond the second round. It is, see, these things, look at it. I don't blame Iguavon because, see, file, let me call it a portfolio appointment on paper. That's what I think happens so much in NFF. They won't allow them do their job. They will keep interfering. If they allow technical crew to really pick a coach, I don't think it will be also Pesero. So there are so many underlying things, and I need their fever. FIFA should come and investigate our NFF. There are a lot of things that will be found.
Okay, Nigeria has a long shot of our there, but that will be threatening the goalkeeper, and that will be going all for a goal kick for the Warriors of Zimbabwe in the 48th minute of the encounter. It's still Zimbabwe 1, Nigeria 0. And we see Nigeria made 2 substitutions. Kelechi Iheanacho of Leicester City is on the pitch right now playing for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And there's also Boniface who plays for Bayer Leverkusen. Let's see what these 2 young men can bring into the Super Eagles for the next 45 minutes. Let's see if they can get that equalizer, because it's very much important for the Super Eagles of Nigeria to respond as early as possible if they're very sure or they're certain they want to get a victory in this game.
Honestly, when we look at it, when you were at the stadium in Akwa Ibom, the Gospel Akwa Stadium, you said something about how the fans were expectant. And what ended it? See, it is one thing for you to see that your players almost died on the field and they lost. You will clap for them. not when your players didn't do enough and they were all smiling. And, as if nothing happened.
So even at the end of the game, even when the fans were disappointed with the result, but they still cheer the boys off the pitch because they saw the passion they played with that day. I still think the biggest problem we have is still the manager. Because if you look at it, these are players who are playing with individual talents, not playing
as a unit.
As a unit. That cohesion is
it's
missing.
Not there,
it's missing in this team. As Nigeria currently attacking against Zimbabwe, as they still be played in the midfield. Let's say if the Super Eagles of Nigeria can get that all important equalizer right now, and it's Nigeria currently against Zimbabwe, where a chance for Super Eagles, but we're going off for a corner kick, and it's going to be the first corner kick in the second half. And that was won by Laino there for Nigeria. 48 minutes already. It's still Zimbabwe 1, the Super Eagles of Nigeria 0. And if this game ends this way, well, it's really going to be a big run for Nigeria in this World Cup qualifier.
It will be
Probably
disaster.
in 2026, we might not just be going to another World
It's
Cup.
very possible. And one
That corner kick was taken by the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but that was easily cut out by Zimbabwe. Will be hitting Nigeria on the counter right now. In Zimbabwe, who are currently in possession of the ball and straight into Nigeria half, but that was won back by Nigeria. And it's Bruno Oyemiachi who has won that back for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and it finds Semi Ajayi, who is currently on the ball right now. And it's Nigeria back in possession. It's the 49th minute already in the second half, and it's still Zimbabwe 1, Nigeria 0.
Yeah, it's still the Zimbabwe 1, Nigeria 0. And see, let us be honest with ourselves. We need to go back to the sitting there, the conference table, and ask ourselves, what are we doing? What do we really want? Is it worth it to make Nigeria suffer like this? Because when you watch your national team that you love so much play like this, you're only making your fans suffer, because this thing has a solution. Had it been we are doing the right thing, and it's just the trajectory of football, the timing, the circle of football, that okay, it is a transition period, then we'll understand. But this is not transition. This is man-made error. And man can fix it. Let us do the right thing. Do the right thing. It's as simple as that. But I don't know if they are ready to do the right thing.
Currently looks like a problem there for Nigerian player. That looks like Olaino, who is down there, and we've seen Ademola Lookman we can see Ademola Lookman on our screens warming up. Probably he might be thrown into this game any moment from now for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. I'm talking about Ademola Lookman. He's an interesting winger, and he can bring his pace and his trickiness into it, and probably it might just be it for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Because looking at it, the wing play has been absent in this game. We've not really seen the wingers calling the Zimbabwe's defenders into action in this encounter.
Honestly, the wingers has not really done enough job, and Ademola Lookman can do better if only he can put a better finishing to his game.
He scores a lot of goals in
Atalanta.
For Atalanta. It's only a problem when it comes down to the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
That's the thing. Many of these guys, Boniface is banging in goals and assists in their Bayer Leverkusen, and many of these guys are doing better at their clubs. But when it comes to Nigeria, Tyron Murphy is on fire in his team in France. So I think he's still left to be seen if Nigeria will qualify for this.
Three substitutions by the Super Eagles of Nigeria in the second half. Bright Osai Samuel replaces Ola Aino, and Kelechi Iheanacho replaces Tella, and we have Victor Boniface who replaces Frank Oyeka. It's the first game for Nathan Tella, and not really the kind of first half you would have wanted in his debut for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Though there's always a difference when you play in Africa.
No, he has already made his debut, but his full debut.
No, this is his debut. He didn't play the last game.
He didn't play
he didn't.
Oh, he did it. Oh, so since I don't know how you do things like this, that you just bring in a guy, a much needed game, and you start a guy that doesn't really understand what it means yet to play for the Super Eagles. He's just coming in, and you give him a starting shirt.
And that looks like Bright Osai is injured right now. And he was one who just replaced Olaino at the beginning of the second half. And he's down there looking injured. Let's see if he'll be able to complete the remaining of this game. It's very much important to see if the right back can continue this game, but it's not looking really good for him right now.
Yeah, maybe if he can't continue, maybe Aruna Lookman should be coming in.
Ademola Lookman.
Yeah, Ademola Lookman
to play on the right
to play on the right, so that they can reduce the defense to a 3-man and actually
play with what's it called,
a wing back, and he can pace up, pace down back. And look at, I think that was a good ankle.
I just hope it will be okay.
I just hope so. Look at his leaping already.
And looking not really good. Let's continue back to the game. You can be a part of this conversation by dropping your comments in the live chat, and we'll read it out and analyze whatever you also feel about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It's not just our Super Eagles; it's everybody's Super Eagles. You can just read out some of the comments here.
Yeah, some of the comments here we can see. Princess Media saying, "Well done, my people. Thank you so much." Ibrahim Danjuma says we need a local coach for the Super Eagles. And we have Happy Jangano, Go Warrior Goals. I think he's a Zimbabwe fan right there. Kevin Dry say, how can Joel Aribo play as a striker? Well,
no, I don't think he started as a striker in the second half.
Yeah,
he was playing as the attacking midfielder for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. But we can't really blame Joel Aribo also, because he has seen less of action with Southampton this season.
Yeah.
And talking about a player that was starting with Rangers before he joined
Southampton.
Before he joined Southampton. And when this guy left Southampton, when Ward-Prowse left Southampton, I was actually feeling like probably there's a way for him into the starting level, but he has struggled with Southampton. And looking at Nigerian midfield, there's also a problem in the midfield without Wilfried's, and that looks like a yellow card to Zimbabwe's goalkeeper. Unless what the referee is having there, it looks like there's an issue there. And we can see the players rounding up the referee in the 54th minute already. But the Nigerian players are not nearing them.
I think that should be an indirect free kick.
Yeah, it should be an indirect free kick for Nigeria. Probably he handled the ball. He handled the back pass there.
Yeah, I think
that's right. He handled the back pass. And that should be an indirect free kick for the Super Eagles of Nigeria in the 54th minute. Let's see if Nigeria can also take advantage of this dead ball situation.
Yeah, let's see. And on our page, we have Zilko says Nigeria need technical. Okay, we read that earlier. Barbara Mapranga says Nigeria should concentrate on music. Soccer isn't their blood.
Wow.
Isn't in their blood anymore. Good job, coach. You made us win today. Wow. I think we have a call.
Well, hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the program. Hello, good afternoon. Your name, please, where are you calling from? Nigeria currently losing 1-0 against Zimbabwe.
No, yes, I know. So I'm calling from Lagos, from Nigeria.
Okay, from Lagos, Nigeria.
The match between Zimbabwe and Nigeria is very, very disappointing. So, for the pitch, Zimbabwe took the Nigeria players to it very, very bad. The Nigeria players, they can never run on that pitch at all.
Yeah, it's an artificial pitch. Yes, it's an artificial pitch. So I think that is one disadvantage for the players.
I believe Nigeria is going to win by 2-1. Wow. I'm very sure of that.
Okay, it's currently we are currently in the 57th minute, so it's a big call if you're saying Nigeria are going to win 2-1 against Zimbabwe. Look at the way we struggled in the first half. But what do you think should be done in the Super Eagles of Nigeria? We need to get back to winning ways. We need to get back to our old ways.
Really, Nigeria is missing a bit of Osimhen very well. We are missing Osimhen very well. So, I don't know. It's left for the coach to decide on what to do. Okay. But I'm very believe and I'm very sure that Nigeria is going to win the match by 2-1.
Okay, thanks for that. We'll see at the end of the game if it's going to happen and Nigeria wins 2-1. Thanks for joining us on the program, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, can you hear that? It says Nigeria is going to win this account at 2-1.
Look at it.
Let's see if it's going to happen.
Look at it. Look at what the goalkeeper did.
Well, that should be it's
you don't
an indirect
that.
free kick for the Super Eagles of Nigeria in the 57th minute. Let's see if this will give Nigeria the chance of getting an equalizer. It's a good chance for the Super Eagles.
You know why I'm laughing? That error is an academy error that they correct in the football academy. When you throw the ball down, control it with the ball. You can't pick it up again as the goalkeeper.
Probably he was looking at the attack because there was a Nigerian striker attacking, running down.
Yes, he should clear it at once, not to handle it with the hand again. That's what I'm saying. He will clear it with the leg at once.
And right now, Nigeria has a chance, and it's Kelechi Iheanacho and Victor Boniface who are standing over the indirect free kick for the Super Eagles of Nigeria in the box of Zimbabwe. Let's see what happens with this being Nigeria equalizer against Zimbabwe. And Iheanacho and Boniface has a chance to give Nigeria the equalizer. Let's see if they'll be getting that. Good afternoon. Your name and please, where are you calling from? Hello, good afternoon, please. Your name and please, where are you calling from? And that's a goal! That's a goal! Well, that's given. And that wasn't given. That will not be the equalizer for Super Eagles. Hello, good afternoon, please. Where are you calling from?
Lagos, I'm Ebuka.
Oh, Ebuka, good afternoon. Welcome to the program. It's Nigeria losing 1-0 against Zimbabwe in the 58th minute.
How did they lose?
I don't know. This match, Nigeria, I don't know if they feel. Nigeria, they feel like small boys. I don't know if Super Eagles can play.
Okay, so what do you think say suppose they solve like this? Because as everybody they expect, waiting everybody mind they say make Nigeria they beat teams like Lesotho and Zimbabwe. But as because they struggle against them like this, what do you think say suppose they happen? You say if you don't tire,
Smart. I don't even know. I don't know. Six boys go. For me, Six boys will play better ball for this team.
Hey, yeah. That's what it be for myself. Because myself, I know they expect make Nigeria they struggle like this. I win. Myself they fine.
I mean, Nigeria against Spike. Man with the win there.
Well, no, not in the plan. We still get like 30 minutes to go. So we'll see. Nigeria still come back and Nigeria still win this game. Time still there. No fall.
Yeah, now I'm watch.
Yeah, now thanks for calling in. Don't worry, we're still there with you. All right, now that was talking about that indirect free kick, and that should be going to the back of the net. I was already shouting a goal there, but I didn't know what really happened there.
He passed the ball, and the second touch was well cleared of the net. I don't know why they didn't go.
Wow, good one for Zimbabwe, and that was one way out of it against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. 60th minute already, still Nigeria 0, Zimbabwe 1. And the home team are currently sailing to victory against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It's looking like the Warriors are finally caught the wings of an eagle today.
Yeah, Warriors are mostly hunters too. So, the funny comment here on our platform is he said the Nigerian stars will come in from Marcelo Oliveira. He said Brazil or South America. Brazil too is having a challenge in the qualifiers. So, and he said Bako Adewale said Super Eagles of Nigeria should be serious about this qualifier match. And Ibrahim Danjuma also said, please believe me, our problem is coach. Oliveira now said, greetings from Brazil, lots of football on this Sunday.
we keep on saying the coach is the problem. The coach is the problem. Even if the coach is the problem, what about the hunger from the boys?
Yeah.
Even when you're having a coaching deficit, or you're having a coach that is not really good, what about the boys? These are professionals. These are players who plays in the foreign league, not home base. Don't disrespect our home base players, but these are professionals. There are ways you can come around together, to get yourself into it. There was a time Portugal were not having a fantastic coach. Yeah. The time they had Santos as the coach. It's not really.
Santos did a good job.
He did a good job.
More of
the players' effort.
Yeah,
and that is what we expect from Super Eagles of Nigeria. These are not the teams that should be giving us problem for Christ's sake.
Honestly, not Lesotho, not Zimbabwe.
Not Lesotho, not Zimbabwe.
Not anywhere.
What will now happen? What will happen when we play against Benin and South Africa?
Not only that, what about the Nations Cup and we go face?
I don't think we are winning the Nations Cup. We should dead that thought of winning the Nations Cup. And since the first minute already, 29 minutes to go in this encounter. On 29 minutes for the Super Eagles of Nigeria to find that equalizer against Zimbabwe. Is currently 1-0, and that goal was scored in the first half, and it was a free kick, and probably I'll say an all-out from the goalkeeper, Francis Uzor. Just one of many all-outs in the shirt of the Super Eagles from that young man. when you look at how much number of goals he has considered playing for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and for our coach Pasero to say he's currently the best goalkeeper for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, I don't really know. It's so terrible. It's so terrible. It's currently the Super Eagles attacking Joe Aribo on the ball there. He chose to go straight into the midfield. And it's Nigeria who are currently in possession of the ball right now against Zimbabwe, playing from left to right. And that was easily cut out by Zimbabwe. And still Nigeria who are currently in possession right now. We have a caller on the program. Hello, good afternoon. And please, your name and please, where are you calling from? Hello, good afternoon. Okay. You're welcome to the program.
Okay, I don't think you much watch you, but I dey look for live score.
Okay. It's Nigeria who are currently losing 1-0 against Zimbabwe.
Well, I don't understand which Nigeria they play, but very soon Nigeria will score.
Okay.
That's what I believe. 77 will score for us at 77 minutes and 79 minutes.
So we should wait for this. We should wait for 77 minutes before we score in this encounter right now. And this might just be a chance for Zimbabwe, but that was easily cut out. We have a lot of problems. Playing a draw against Lesotho is one of it. And right now we are struggling against a team like Zimbabwe. What do you think has been the problem for this team? Okay. We lost him at 101. Let's wait and see if Nigeria will be getting that goal in the 77th minute in this encounter, as that caller has predicted. And that is still Nigeria who are in possession of the ball right now. Let's see if they'll be getting that equalizer in the 63rd minute. But no equalizer. And looking at that ball again, and that was the indirect free kick from the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but that didn't go to the back of the net, and the ball is being played back into the hands of Francis Uzor. He hasn't really looked bad since considering that goal.
Where's the attempt? I don't think there has been a shot on target since they scored that goal. That's why I said it's just a goal from the run of plays. Now see if they really worked it out that much. And look at it, they got a very good opportunity in that indirect free kick, and they could not convert it.
Well, it's not everybody that scores from indirect free kick. It's not really an easy spot to get a goal.
But that's a good chance.
It's a good chance to come back.
There are some things that you just need to call it, find the top corner. There's no player that is as tall as the goalpost on the field of play right now. So they could have done better.
It's hard right now. 65th minute.
And looking at the way they took that free kick, was terrible.
65th minute already. 25 more minutes to go.
I told you that.
Are you still seeing Nigeria coming back in this game?
They are not playing like a team that wants to come back. That's what I'm saying. This game is almost dead and buried. Honestly.
But I think if we end up losing this game, probably it should be the end of Jose Pasero. It should just tender that resignation letter.
It will not tender resignation letter. I can bet it with you. It won't. If you see his record from,
because right now there's not just Venezuela. It was sad that Al-Ali also.
Not just Al-Ali is still a distant time from here. The last one, Venezuela, he failed successfully. Like when you pile losses back to back, and he was sacked because of the run of result. And we see, either they find a company that will take over paying coaches. Let them pay coaches as at when due, so that we can actually criticize them more. Because one of the things is they are owing this guy too. How many months' salary? And when you see a coach that they are owing and still wants to renew contract, that means there's more to it.
Okay, to those who gave us Jose Pasero and those who introduced him to the NFF and the NFF who appointed him, all of you have a question to answer in front of God in heaven, because this is not our Super Eagles. And we also have an expose coming out very soon on our program, on our channel. We're just trying to get all the findings, because we met with a football agent who talked about him bringing Pasero to the Super Eagles. Lot of details in that expose. But we're still trying to talk to those at NFF to see and put it on both way, so that we can get back into it and see if it's actually true and not just someone trying to make money. And finally, in the 67th minute, Nigeria has just equalized against Zimbabwe. And it's currently 1-1 between Nigeria and Zimbabwe in the 67th minute of this encounter. And the Super Eagles have just returned into this encounter. 1-1 right now, and it's game on.
Yeah. This was around the time they equalized against Lesotho. This is not. Yeah, you're laughing.
I'm just laughing. I'm laughing.
But did I lie?
Oh, you're not lying.
Yeah, but
I
after this,
was shouting in the stadium that day, thinking that we are going to get the second goal. And looking at that goal again, that is a good movement goal.
From here.
What a
that.
great
You
goal!
see,
What
I said
from Iheanacho. Kelechi Iheanacho with the equalizer for the Super Eagles of Nigeria in the 67th minute of this game. There's still a lot of time. 23 more minutes to go for the Super Eagles. Oh, but you know, it was 67 minutes Nigeria scored, and the caller predicted 77th minute.
That's minus 10 minutes.
Oh, God of 77 did it in the 67th minute for the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
But let's also hope the Super Eagles can score one more goal in the 77.
Okay, that's good to be. That's
before,
good to be.
or even before.
So it says 77 and 79. So probably they can score the second one in the 69th minute.
okay, maybe just 2 minutes.
Okay, Kelechi Iheanacho just giving Nigeria a goal in this account times. They're back into this game. In Zimbabwe 1, Nigeria 1, and that was a well-deserved goal for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Now let's see if the boys can get more hunger and get another goal in this encounter to keep their hopes, alive going for the World Cup. A great goal from Kelechi Iheanacho in this encounter. He chose his spot here rightly.
And that's how you take those kind of chances. When you look at it, we talked about experience. This guy understands the national team. It's one thing to play for club, one thing to play for national team. He has been playing back to back. He has been one of the regulars. So he understands how to play in these kinds of terrain, not Nathan Teller that is just coming in. This is an African terrain. This is an artificial pitch. Most of the times they play in
and that's actually one of the disadvantages in this game.
Look at that beautiful pass.
Look at that pass.
Look at that control.
And what a takedown from
Moses
Simon. That's Moses Simon. And what a way for him to choose the spot. It's what we call R2 PS for those who plays
he
those
watched
games.
That run. Look at that control. Turned back, put it back for Iheanacho, and that was a good placement.
Good placement from Kelechi Iheanacho to get Nigeria back into this encounter. It's currently Nigeria 1, Zimbabwe 1 in the 69th minute already. 21 more minutes for the Super Eagles of Nigeria to find that winner against Zimbabwe. For our Zimbabwe fans who are also on this program, 21 more minutes for Zimbabwe to get the winner.
Special said something. He said, he said, how will you appoint a coach that has no achievement to coach Nigeria?
No, we are coming up with that exclusive. We're just waiting for NFF response on because we sent them the details. Let's see their response because there are a lot of details, lot of receipts being dropped by that football agent over Passero joining the Super Eagles. But we don't want to start spilling rumors on programs, so we have to be factual about it. Whenever we are done with that, we are going to drop it and let Nigerians see what really happened behind closed door and how Passero became the coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It's currently the 70th minute and Zimbabwe will be making a substitution right now, and let's see if that will actually help them get back into this winning ways or get them back into the lead against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. But right now it's 1-1 between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Warriors of Zimbabwe in the 71st minute. Zimbabwe drew first blood in the first half, but Nigeria returned our own in the second half through Kelechi Iheanacho, and it's currently 1-1 in the 70th minute. And let's see if the Super Eagles will be getting that all-important victory in the second half. 20 more minutes to go.
20 more minutes to go. The guys have to show character. This is where you have to. It's not about talent anymore at this point of the game. You show character. Show never say that attitude. Even if you play a draw, let Nigeria see that you almost gave your life on the pitch. That's how it is. Let us know that you are willing to die for the green. Die ironically, no, you lose your life. But you are willing to sweat out, give your all for the green and white jersey. And Nigerians knows how to appreciate people when they see you fighting. And just have eyes they can see. When you perform, they see it. Let us see. Let us see attitude. Let us see character. Let us see them showing that, we want to win this game and we are going to win this game. That's the best approach.
Okay, can you hear that from Mates? Nigeria is going to win this game. Right, chance for Super Eagles. Will this be the second goal? But that's that young man was being taken down by the Zimbabwe defenders. And Zimbabwe has a chance to hit Nigeria on the counter right now. And they chose to go for a big one, but that was easily caught out by Kavu Basi, who looks like he's looking like the best Nigerian player on the pitch today. And we're a chance for Super Eagles of Nigeria, but that is going to roll out for a goal kick. And the substitution by Zimbabwe was Garenaga, who who replaced Dube in the second half. Let's see what Gary Naga can actually bring into the Zimbabwe team. 73rd minute already. It's still Zimbabwe 1, Nigeria 1.
Yeah, still Zimbabwe 1, Nigeria 1. It has been an explosive encounter so far. But one thing I have to criticize Zimbabwe for, after that goal, we haven't seen them done much going forward.
It was just like the game against Lesotho also. Just that goal just came out from nowhere. And that was it.
Dead ball situation.
Dead ball situation.
Dead ball situation. Now, it is one route that opponents will think that they can explore against the Super Eagles, because our goalkeeper is not the best at dead ball situation. And sometimes flashes. He's not really quick. His vision, I think he needs to work on his vision. Honestly.
We should work, or we should get another goalkeeper.
We should get another goalkeeper.
Looking at Hamas, last season we saw Kayode Bankole, the goalkeeper for for Remo Stars. He finished as the highest clean sheet in the Nigerian Professional Football League, and he's yet to be called into the Super Eagles team. And we've seen the Rivers United goalkeeper. I can't remember his name right now. But we've seen Olonleke Ojo. He's a player that keeps on the African continent, on the continental side of it all. Yeah. When Iba plays on the continent, it keeps for them. We've seen Hamas with Bende Insurance last season. They lost. No, they didn't lose a game throughout the whole of last season in the Nigerian Professional League, in the Abridged League. They didn't lose a game. They went unbeaten.
All through.
And it was Hamas who was keeping for them. The experience is there for this young man. Yeah. Why are you not trying them? You can't call players into camp. And if we are talking about Hamas and taking those boys away, what about the front base goalkeeper? Also Adeleke. It's just one game he played for the Super Eagles against Sao Tome. Though you can argue that it's not really a big test.
Yeah.
But we saw how good that guy was, the way he dominates and the way he distributes his ball. Far better than Francis Uzor. But why is Pasero not trusting these young guys?
Yeah, I think why he's not trusting the guy playing his Israel is because the Israeli league is on hold right now. And you need a goalkeeper that is in playing form. But the funniest part is, even this Uzor is not.
How much is he playing in Cyprus?
And if you want to think of,
there's a good chance there.
A good chance for Zimbabwe.
But that will be going out for a goal kick for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It's the 74th minute already in this game, and still Nigeria 1, Zimbabwe 1. And let's see, we just need that big equalizer from the Super Eagles.
Not
in
the
this
equalizer.
Big winner. Yeah. Big winner in this game for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Any of them that want to keep themselves, they want to keep the pressure on South Africa, they just need to get this victory. Yeah, Zimbabwe also has 1 point. They played a full-time draw, a 1-1 draw in the first game against Rwanda. Yeah. So they also need this game.
Yeah, they need it. They need this game. They especially now that in the silver group settings now, the number one thing, we go straight to the World Cup, not for playoff. So why not just take that first position ticket and just
looking at the group, looking at our group, it's not really a tough group.
Yeah,
even on a good day, South Africa shouldn't be a problem for
not even really. It's not a tough group. South Africa are just rivals by mouth. Look at the head-to-head. The difference is
Super Eagles were a crowd there, but that was a misplaced nod there from the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It's going to be a goal kick onto Zimbabwe in the 76th minute, and that was another from Kelechi Iheanacho. But that was a bad nod in there. He should have been doing better with that header.
Osaru also says here, he said, please blame NFF and Amaju Pinnick for hiring Pesero. The Super Eagles are not committed to. Also, poor selection / invitation of players.
I'm talking about poor selection. But I always say it, that this is currently Nigerian best legs that we can call. Because when you look at the team, yes, these are our current best legs we can actually call around the world. So it's not really
I can only argue on the goalkeeper.
Yes.
Yeah. I can't argue about the rest. I think it's fair enough. But the goalkeeper, I don't agree with the goalkeeper.
And this is the Super Eagles' last game this year. Let's just hope they end this year with a victory for the fans. And that is something the fans really cherish. And that is a chance for the Super Eagles of Nigeria where around there. But that will be going out for a corner kick in the 76th minute of this encounter. 14 more minutes to go in this game. 14 more minutes for the Super Eagles of Nigeria to find out winner. 14 more minutes for Zimbabwe to defend with all their life and get a famous draw against the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Look at look at Iheanacho, his attitude. Look at the attitude of some of the players. Moses Simon, the attitude is good. He came up from here. Iheanacho, look at the attitude. But all those players don't have. You can see how the sense of urgency in Iheanacho that we need to win this game, and it's very very important. They
But
really need to do better.
Is it possible the boys are playing without the urgency of wanting to win? It's the dream of every player to go to the World Cup.
But
That's
you
one
have
thing.
to.
It's the dream of every player to go to the World Cup.
There's a level of commitment you need to show. You just need to show. You need to show commitment. Honestly.
Okay, 30 more minutes for Nigeria to find that all-important victory against Zimbabwe. Let's see if the Super Eagles of Nigeria will surely be getting that victory, or will it be another back-to-back draw, which would really be a good result. And that will put a lot of pressure on the coach, talking about Osepasero's position in the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Honestly, anything short of a victory here should be seen that coach sacked. Because
but the NFF, me and you know they don't just sack anybody anyhow.
Yes, you will both
even Ladaboso that did bad with the under 20, was it sacked? Even what's it called? Salisu Mohammed, or what's it? Yusuf, sorry, that couldn't qualify the under 23 team to the Olympics. Just look at everything. Under 17, we're poor. We don't have a good coach for the under 17.
That one.
Under 20, we didn't go to under 20 World Cup. Olympics, under 23, we didn't qualify. The last World Cup we are not there, and now we are struggling.
No, I think we went to under 20 World Cup that we lost scandalously in the second round. Is it second round or quarter final to South Korea? If you still
under 20 we had done under 20 World Cup.
Yeah,
we didn't perform well at World Cup.
And even see, the essence of the underage competition is not for performance; it's for discovery.
It's for discovery. But how many talents have we discovered from the last time I remember was the Iheanacho and then the likes of Victor Osimhen coming through the ranks to the Super Eagles, and here is a chance for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and that is a pass back there, but easily caught out by Zimbabwe. In the 7th to 9th minute of this encounter, 11 more minutes for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but it's Nigeria who are currently pressurizing and playing dominating play against Zimbabwe. It's Alex Iwobi on the ball. It chooses to go straight and pass to his right hand, and finds Kelechi Iheanacho, who is on the ball right now with this big across for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And you can see how Zimbabwe are defending. It's one man against one man. They are defending 1 versus 1 against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And it's currently working for them very well.
Yeah, that's the best approach they should take on this in this encounter, because they are playing at home and they want to get as many points.
Ajayi with a cross there with his minute second goal for Super Eagles of Nigeria. Oh, that was just flashed across the goalpost from the captain, Moses Simon. I think he should be doing better there.
He should be doing better, honestly. He should be doing better. Honestly, these boys needs to really raise their game. If they are going to win this encounter, they need to raise their game. It's very, very important.
Wow. 8th minutes already in this encounter. 10 more minutes to go for the Super Eagles of Nigeria to get a victory against Zimbabwe. And we can see the Zimbabwe players, motivating their players. They want to get this famous draw against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Right now, nobody is scared of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. 77th minute, we saw a substitution. It was Umar Sadiq, the Real Sociedad striker, who was thrown in, and Theron Murphy, who had a bad day for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, have been withdrawn. Not really the standard of Theron Murphy, but you've seen some of our listeners or viewers, argue about the pitch being an artificial pitch. Probably that is one of the reasons why the players are finding it hard against Zimbabwe.
The thing is, when the draw was being held, they knew what they were going to face. That's the more reason why you need to win at home. If they had won Lesotho and won very well, they won't be under intense pressure. You just win the games that you are expected to win, all your own games, and see the ones you can take away.
But are you still seeing a late winner here for Super Eagles of Nigeria?
It's not really visible as far as I'm concerned. We need to be realistic with ourselves. It's not really visible with the way these guys are playing. I just hope they don't concede that.
I guess they're the first minute already, and Zimbabwe has a free kick deep into the Super Eagles half, and they take it, and it's Francis who has just spilled that. And it's a chance for Zimbabwe to come back. Oh, what a wasted chance from Zimbabwe. And the only time Francis Uzor came out for a free kick,
you see how
he spilled it.
That's why we keep saying,
what a chance for Zimbabwe in the first minute. And that will have been the icing on the cake for Zimbabwe. But they've just flopped that chance, and it still remains 1-1 in the 82nd minute. 8 more minutes to go in regulation time. 8 more minutes for the Super Eagles of Nigeria to find that victory, and that is he will be playing deep in the midfield right now.
Yeah, he will
And the
be
Super
hard to
Eagles
come back.
currently playing attacking against Zimbabwe right now, playing deep into the half of Zimbabwe, where a chance for the Super Eagles of Nigeria with this video. Second goal and still a chance for the Super Eagles, and that pass, that was easily cut out by Zimbabwe. What a chance that would have been for Victor Boniface, but that won't be going to the back of the net, and the Zimbabwe will currently have an attack against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. What will they do with this counter attack? And still Zimbabwe moving deep, and they just won themselves a free kick in a dangerous position. It's always a dangerous position when you have dead ball situations against the Super Eagles of Nigeria, especially when it's close to the box.
Yeah, especially when it's close to the box. And you see how it is. They didn't need to foul this guy. They just need to run in front of him. And now they've considered another free kick in a very dangerous area. And there's a substitution from Zimbabwe camp right there. 2 players.
You can see Zimbabwe making 2 substitutions right now in the 83rd minute of this encounter. Let's see what these 2 men will actually be bringing into the Zimbabwe team. But they'll be getting that victory, that winner against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. But you have to give it to Zimbabwe. They've actually played fantastic football against the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Yeah, they've really found a way around how to curtail the Super Eagles. And that was a good way of approaching the game from the Zimbabwe. And
here's a free kick for Zimbabwe in the 83rd minute. Let's see what they'll be making out of this. Will this be the second goal? Because we know how rusty Francis Uzor can be when it's dead ball situation. A free kick for Zimbabwe in close to 40 yards out of there, and they'll be taking that corner into the box. So that was another, but that won't be going to the back of the net as it went wide off the goalpost of Francis Uzor in the 84th minute.
You know,
Nigeria won, Zimbabwe won.
His leg was pinned down. Look at it. It was just that the header didn't go on target. If that had gone on target,
probably it would have been another goal.
Most likely.
Yes, Nigeria on the counter right now with this beer. Chance for a second goal for Super Eagles of Nigeria, but there was too much body there and met too much yellow body there. It's going to go out for a throw-in. It's Moses Simon who takes a quick one for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, as Nigeria were putting all the pressure on Zimbabwe, trying to see if they can get that victory. Currently in the 6 minutes, 4 more minutes to go in this encounter.
Yeah, 4 more minutes to go in this encounter. Logic Thinker said the coach and the goalkeeper need to be replaced. Too many faults on them. The players are great, but they need good coach to organize them out. Why don't Nigeria use the under-20 goalkeeper? That's the point.
Yes, that's the point.
And Logic Thinker says the coach record is bad. Lost 4-0 friendly to Portugal last year. That was warranted for firing already. And Sese Abdul said, what is Nigeria doing? Osaro also said, Aribo and Uzor should not be in the Super Eagles team based on current club performance. Yeah. Also, Pesero really failed to scout good goalkeeper and creative.
I'm telling you that Pesero was asking, who is a Yama? And that question was just like, I was so shocked at you. I was just like, seriously. And Nigeria just making another substitution. It's Jamilu Collins who is replacing Bruno Oyemiachi. Yeah. I don't really think that was a good substitution because we've seen Bruno Oyemiachi, sorry, he has actually been tidy and steady, really good at left back. And we saw Jamilu Collins against against Lesotho. He can be shaky because he's just coming back from injury. Let's see what he'll be bringing into this action for the remaining 5 minutes in this encounter. 5 minutes to go into the 90th minute because we are currently in the 85th minute, approaching 86th minutes of this encounter. Let's see if the Super Eagles can be getting that all-important goal against Zimbabwe, or will it be Zimbabwe who will be flashing against the Super Eagles of Nigeria and getting an upset victory?
Yeah, upset is possible. You know, with Super Eagles these days, you can expect anything. There's no sure team that the Super Eagles can defeat right now. If they could play 1-1 at home to Lesotho, struggle to win away at Sierra Leone, play a 4-4 with Sierra Leone after leading 4-0.
We should have sacked Pasero a long time ago.
Lost against
I don't see any reason why we renewed that contract.
No, I think it was because of the clause in the contract. And what?
I just hope they've removed those clauses.
Let's
go straight to the substitution being made by Zimbabwe in this encounter. The second, it was Shandiwa who replaced Rino Moota, and it was Lunga who replaced Mbeba in the second in this 83rd minute respectively for Zimbabwe in this encounter. and that substitution was before Jamie Collins replaced Bruno Oyemachi for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It's about 5 minutes to go, 4 minutes to go in this
and
encounter.
Look at that good chance.
And there's a good chance for Zimbabwe, but no doubt that's only threatening the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It's still 1-1 in this encounter. We are in the 8 minutes already. 2 more minutes to go in regulation time.
You know, that's a free kick.
Yeah, a free kick in another dangerous position.
Yeah, in a dangerous position. You know,
and that's Jamie Collins.
That just came in.
Yeah.
But what choice does he have? Look at how the defense opened up. Look at how they opened up.
Where were the central
I'm just glad he was smart enough to foul him outside the box and not in the box.
That was almost a penalty.
That was almost, but the referee saw that it was outside the box because it was rightfully so. Just imagine.
This is a dangerous free kick.
This is a very dangerous free kick, and with the kind of goalkeeper Nigeria has.
Let's see, he might actually redeem his image. And there's still arguments around that free kick. It's 8 minutes already, approaching the 8 to 9 minutes. 1 more minutes to go in regulation time. I think we might be having like 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes additional time at the end of this game.
It might be up to 5 minutes.
And the game is shaping up to end in a 1-1 still in a 1-1 draw for the Super Eagles of Nigeria again, which will put us at back-to-back draw in this qualifiers.
And the Mozambique Nigeria struggled against. Algeria is currently defeating them at Mozambique. One goal to
Mozambique.
Yes.
Okay. That will struggle to beat during the friendly match.
Friendly, yes. And even Gabon is leading 2-0 away from home at Burundi.
What do you mean by even?
Even Gabon, yes. On all standard, the Super Eagles is way.
We are currently in the 89th minute, approaching the 90th minute. There's still 1-1 between Zimbabwe and the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It's a free kick to Zimbabwe in a very dangerous position against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Let's see what they'll be making out of that. With this being the second goal, and this is actually a position that Zimbabwe might fancy taking it and getting it to the back of the net.
Honestly, it's a position they can fancy taking it, and if they could, their first goal came from a free kick situation. Let's see if they will score here again.
Oh, and that's it. A lot of Nigerian bodies there and being off, and Nigeria who currently has a chance of attacking against Zimbabwe, but it's looking like all Nigerian players were back for that free kick.
Yeah, they have to defend. That's what happens when you don't trust your goalkeeper so much. If you ask those players deep down, they don't trust that goalkeeper. And so they will defend more than even attack freely. And the confidence going forward, it will affect it. There is no way.
And that was a wayward kick there from Zimbabwe, and that's when the threatening Francis Uzor, who chooses to take a quick free kick, goal kick right now as Nigeria attack against Zimbabwe. It's the 90th minute already. We've seen 90 minutes of regulation time being played already, and we're into additional time. Let's see if Nigeria will be getting that late winner in this encounter, and that's another chance for Super Eagles, but easily caught out by Zimbabwe's defender, and they'll fancy taking one against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And there's an infringement on the Zimbabwe player. It's going to be a free kick to Zimbabwe and a yellow card to the tall man, the Langley striker, Sadiq Umar.
And there's also 6 minutes additional time already.
Yeah, I was actually saying that it was around 5 minutes or 6 minutes we'll be getting in this game. And first minute of additional time has been played already, and it's still Zimbabwe 1, Nigeria 1. And probably this game is ending or is shaping to end in another full-time draw.
Yeah, I said it. The urgency for the equalizer. Where's the urgency to? That's the I said it that this was around the time where Nigeria scored against Lesotho. But where is the urgency?
Okay.
The urgency.
Talking about the urgency right now is the Super Eagles of Nigeria attacking against Zimbabwe. Let's see if that will be met, but it's all for a goal kick. That was an overhit pass there from the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It's going to be a throw into Zimbabwe. Very close to their goal line. And let's see if Nigeria will be piling more pressure on Zimbabwe, because they need to put more pressure on them. It's the second minute already in the second minute of 6 minutes, of 6 minutes additional time, of 4 more minutes to go for the Super Eagles of Nigeria to get that all-important goal against Zimbabwe. And right now is the Super Eagles of Nigeria attacking against Zimbabwe, deep into Zimbabwe half, but they chose to go back into their own half of the field. as Zimbabwe were currently defending and not looking to come out against the Super Eagles of Nigeria anymore.
Yeah, they will defend is the embers of the game, and one thing they can fancy is a counter attack because with the way Nigeria they have Nigeria where they want Nigeria because they know that Nigeria defensively has been called to question. So what they just need to do, they were unlucky with Jamilu Collins was able to foul that guy and avoid the red card.
Yeah,
they were just unlucky.
But I think that was a red card.
No, I don't see that as a red card because it was just.
But it was the last man. It was the last man.
His leg went. It was not as if Collins aimed his leg like that. So it looks more like a collision, and the ref had no choice than to just give him.
It's Nigeria were currently playing all around the Zimbabwe backline, but that was easily cut out by Zimbabwe, who fancy a counter against Nigeria. Now they hit a deep one straight into the Nigerian defense, but that was cut out by Calvin Bassey there, and Zimbabwe was just won that back in their own half, but easily cut out there, and Jamilu Collins will take the throw-in for Nigeria. It's the 3rd minute approaching the 4th minute already of additional time. 2 more minutes to go in additional time. I think this game is we should be saying Sopotilo right now.
Yeah, it's a Sopotilo case. Even from the
another draw for the Super Eagles. Not the kind of results the fans want. And this is going to put a lot of pressure on Jose Pesero.
Not just Jose Pesero, on Nigeria, because Jose Pesero, if he loses the ticket, he goes to his country.
Look at how much he earned. $50,000. That's a lot of money. Lot of money.
With this kind of performance, we know what the issues with the forex issues.
Yeah, $50,000 is a lot of money.
A lot of money, and
you're giving us this type of performance, $50,000 out of taxpayers' money being wasted for this. Maybe we should just cut our losses and go to Nations Cup with probably Amunike like some viewers as predicted.
Yeah, maybe Amunike, but they will have to pay more. They will still have to pay Pesero.
And that is what NFF are currently avoiding.
But let's
look at it. This is the last game for the year. Only if we are going to be having friendly matches. I don't think there's any friendly matches before January camp for the Nations Cup. Maybe they just wait and cut their losses at the end of the Nations Cup and just let him leave because there's not really much. If you are paying off a lot of money when you can actually pay him about that's 50 for December, 50 for January, 50. That's $150,000 for 3 months.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And it's the 5th minute already. It's still Nigeria 1, Zimbabwe 1. And this game is shaping up for another full-time draw for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And it's Nigeria were currently attacking with one of their final attacks in this game. That was easily cut out there by Zimbabwe. And what AI fine tackle was that? And that will be going back to Zimbabwe goalkeeper in the 95th minute. We're in the last minute of this game. Last minute of additional time in the game between Super Eagles of Nigeria and Zimbabwe. And this game might just be ending in a full-time draw. Another 1-1 draw for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Now we just draw everything like okra.
It's a draw soup something.
Oh, wow, disappointing result.
Really disappointing. Now, when you look at it now, all South Africa need to do is just to win the second game, and there's a good 4 points. 4 points. 4 points. That's a lot.
And that will leave Nigeria needing, to get 6 points from South Africa, home and away. And that's a chance for Zimbabwe, but they won't be taking that chance either. And just about 20 more seconds to go in this encounter. Zimbabwe 1, Nigeria 1. What a chance there for Zimbabwe. Look at that cut through, and he had every opportunity. He had every time, but he chose to blast that across the goal. Talking about the number 7 that was replaced, that was brought in the 83rd minute. And yes, Nigeria with another opportunity of our own, but that won't be taken by Nigeria also. 6 minutes of additional time has been played, and we are into no man's land right now. Let's see if this is going to favor the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Let's see if it will favor the Super Eagles of Nigeria. But let's see, we cannot talk about the past. We can only look forward to the future. The game they've played a 1-1 draw already. And see, I still think that we just need to come back and tell ourselves the truth. Let us be serious with whatever it is we are doing. Let us put the fear of God first and not start playing with the emotions of Nigeria. That is not fair. It's not fair on an average.
Because right now we are putting ourselves in a hard situation. And here's another chance for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Oh, but that's
Joel Arebo's
that wasn't actually.
They should be making an attempt.
Okay. What's your coach doing? He's looking frustrated. Okay, currently in the seventh minute, and any moment from now, the referee should be signaling the end of this encounter as the 7th minute of additional time in the game between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and Zimbabwe, and the game is still 1-1 in that encounter. I was looking like that might just be the final result in this game between Nigeria and Zimbabwe. 1-1 right now. I don't see any way Nigeria is coming back.
The game has ended.
And that is the final whistle. And the referee has just signaled the final whistle in the encounter between Nigeria and Zimbabwe. Full-time result is Zimbabwe 1, Nigeria 1. They share the points.
Yeah, they share the spoils. And when we just look at it, another day to lament.
Yeah, we are used to it.
I cannot get used to lamentation. I would rather just be neutral about it because it's annoying, honestly. So annoying. And you just have to hug a Man U fan and a Nigerian fan. You know, that combination.
I don't know where you're going to with that one. No. I don't know where you're going. I don't know where you're actually going with that one.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things. Well, we hope that they can get their ass together.
Can you help us with some of the comments there? Let's see. The game is over already, 1-1. So let's have fun with the viewers and let's see some of the analysis.
Looking at the comments right there are interesting comments right there. It said, South Africa qualifying without stress and hard fight. Very funny. He also said, I watched just one interview of this coach and I was like, what the heck? A coach that cannot interact with the players in their language wants to do that on the pitch. So funny. And no, a coach might not understand the language, but you can get an interpreter. Once he knows what he's saying, he can pass the right message to the players. And Mary Olubode said, so provoking football match after Nigerians about Nigerian national team. Onwa just say, can't wait to see the new FIFA ranking for Nigeria. Mauro says South Africa will qualify directly. Ikan says West Osimhen. Osimhen is currently injured. The injury picked up
in the Super Eagles. You picked that injury, yes, while playing for the national team. Looking at it right now, we are currently finding ourselves, in a dangerous situation right now. We are on the brink of not going to the World Cup.
Before that, Izzy Johnson says, can NFF change the color of our jersey to red of all colors? But talking about this, they are already. You
can see the Zimbabwe players. They're so happy getting this full-time.
Of course, against Super Eagles.
There's no fear factor.
They are not playing to even more. They just whatever comes up, they comes up. They are already playing their own World Cup.
Yeah.
And they are getting a 1-1 draw from it.
I remember the Lesotho coach before the game when we had that pre-match briefing. He was like, we are coming up against a big team. Nigeria is not responsible when it comes to football. We are coming up against a big team like Super Eagles of Nigeria. I just want my boys to go there, have fun against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And at the end of the game, post-match briefing, this coach was like, we didn't respect Nigeria on the pitch. We took the game to Nigeria. That was why we got a draw. I was like, seriously? It's not really your fault. It's not really your fault. Now, Parcero caused all this.
Yeah, it's Parcero that caused.
I can see the Zimbabwe fans, they're so happy right there in Rwanda. They've gotten a full-time draw against the Super Eagles of Nigeria, which makes both teams getting 2 draws from 2 games already.
And Udemba Chimeze Henry says, Val Henry says, fire this coach now and give the team to Amunike to handle.
Yeah, I think there's
the next comment. Boluwaji Adeju Mola says NFF needs to sack Pesero. I don't think we are going to qualify for another World Cup.
I think the World Cup might just be hard right now because you are giving advantage to South Africa right now. If South Africa should win against Lesotho or Rwanda, which I know they'll surely get that victory.
Jack Nglaganiso says, how the mighty has fallen. The mosquito gave the elephant something to think about. Genesis said, I would have preferred the woman to go against Zimbabwe than men. Why Jesus says, kudos to you, analysts. How can you still have the mind or heart to watch this Nigeria team play? BP is really low. Yeah, it's football.
Well, see, it's better in the studio. It's better in the studio than in the stadium.
Yeah,
you know why it's better than in the stadium? Yeah. When I was at the stadium, I was sitting at the top, like far off. And when there was a chance Nigeria missed, I was very close to the railings. I was like, if I fall from here for you, come up for Lagos, come fall for you, or top Nigeria matter. But so it's so disappointing. So
It's really
disappointing.
disappointing.
Let's analyze this group right now. South Africa are looking like the clear favorite to make it to the World Cup.
Yeah, obviously.
You know the bragging rights when South Africa beats Nigeria to the World Cup tickets. You know, on a good day, we struggle to get victories against South Africa.
Yeah.
And right now, we are at the mercy of getting 2 victories against South Africa. How possible is it for Nigeria to get 2 victories, home and away? Because that is where it lies now. We have to get two good victories over South Africa.
Not really visible, or to be realistic.
And anything less than victory against South Africa.
What you know, it's next year. A lot of things can happen before next year. So we can't really say this is the Super Eagles we are going to see until like a month to that qualifier. We'll look at the AFCON and see what we can predict from the AFCON. Then from there we
Okay, going to the AFCON, what are your expectations for the Super Eagles?
No expectation.
Wow.
No, none. Because I'll be deceived. I'm an objective person and I won't be deceiving myself, expecting a miracle. Where, see, God is a fair...
Because at the end of the day, Francis Zoho is still going to be the goalkeeper.
God is a fair and just God. He rewards hard work. He rewards working in the right path, doing the right things. So, as Nigeria doing the right things, I don't think so. So, you compared with Egypt, that will sack an A-list coach in this former Manchester United assistant coach and get another A-list coach. Morocco, that got to the semi-final of the World Cup with an homegrown coach. There's a very well-functioning league. There is Senegal, who is on fire. But no, football is not given on a platter of gold. It's not something you just speculate that God of soccer, Nigerians what spirit what? Like
now looking at it now, we have a lot of viewers of the belief that Pasero should be sacked.
And Unwa also said, which is our Super Falcons? Why is our Super Falcons not in this team? These guys have nothing to do.
The Super Falcons will be playing against Cape Verde on the 30th of November. Yeah. So we'll also be in the studio. Or probably we'll be in the studio. In the stadium, that will be happening at Moshood Abiola Stadium, Abuja. We'll be there to give you live analysis of that game.
And
it
even
it will be on the screen.
Jack said Nigeria has good players. You guys
we actually have good players.
I so wish Stephen Keshi was alive.
Even Keshi was sacked. By the cabals.
Yeah, by the cabals.
Because no, we have to speak the truth right now.
Yeah.
We have to speak truth to the NFF. Because it's looking like there are some people who are making big money or big profit off the pains of Nigerians. Yeah. And we know the pains Nigeria face when their team is not
those
doing
people
good.
making
this is
that
one
profit,
thing.
They will end up. It will never digest.
Amen.
It will never digest.
Amen. Because I don't know how you guys, I don't know how some set of people will sit down and look at Jose Pasero and tell us this is the very best coach they can get for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. I remember during that process, we had Leon Block.
Coaches came
to Leon Block.
Nigeria is one of the... See, coaches look for opportunity to exploit. When you have a nation that has pool, not just few talent, pool of talent. See, you can pick 3 teams of Nigeria picking from overseas, European football alone. Talk less of coming to Nigeria. The players not playing in Nigeria, playing on the African continent alone. You should be able to at least find a team. Talk less of the Nigerian league, where there are talents that are bound. Honestly, see, like Milky Emmanuel said, he said it is shameful, very disgusting team led by Pesero, and that is the hallmark of the Nigerian Super Eagles. We can only single out players like Iwobi because he did what he had to do today. But you can't win alone. Football is a team game. When you have a coach that is telling you that the best goalkeeper is very lazy-minded coach, as far as I'm concerned.
Let's see what NFF will be doing with Francis Uzo, with Jose Pasero. There's still a lot of time before the World Cup. Nations Cup is in January, and let's see. It might spring a lot of surprises. That is one about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. When you least expect, that is when they give you the shocker. And when you expect them, when there's all those expectations on them, they will still give you the opposite of it.
Yes, Nigeria national team is more or less like electricity now. They just keep shocking people up, and we don't even know what to expect anymore. Yeah. Honestly, we don't know what to expect.
But this is the last game. This is the last game for the year. Talking about this game between Nigeria and Zimbabwe. And it didn't end well for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Probably, we have about 4 weeks now or 5 weeks without the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So that's the worries of the Super Eagles of Nigeria will be reduced right now, and everybody will have to go back to club football next week and start worrying about Chelsea not doing good, Manchester United not doing good. I don't really envy Chelsea and Manchester United fans who are still supporting Super Eagles also from 1 week to another. You always
it's not easy, but it's just one of those things. You don't take football to heart. That's why we can still laugh when Super Eagles just lost a valuable point. In fact, 4 valuable points. Over the course of
teams we should be winning. Teams we should be beating comfortably. This is not Zambia, for Christ's sake.
Even Zambia.
No, I'm not talking about Zambia on the high side. Zambia might still be a trouble for us from the Southern African side of it. I'm looking at average team that can actually give us trouble. This is not Zambia.
South Africa should not give us trouble. This is what I'm trying to say. Not talk less of Zambia. South Africa should not trouble us. We are at par we should be at par with Ivory Coast, Egypt.
You know,
have you forgotten the last Nations Cup? We defeated Egypt.
Let me tell you the day I lost all hope with Ose Pasero. What's the day with Nigeria played that double friendly match with Algeria? The first one with the home base team of Algeria. We struggled to get a 1-1 draw against home base team of Algeria. Our foreign base players struggled to get a 1-1 draw.
Honestly,
against home base team of Algeria. Then we went on to lose to the foreign based Algeria team.
No, you see, that is still, you can say it's Algeria. Where almost all, I won't say all, but almost all my hope got dashed for the Super Eagles was when they were leading 4-0 against Sierra Leone. And Sierra Leone rallied back here in Nigeria, back to 4-4. And Ed did not win. No.
I also remember the game against Saudi Arabia just of recent. That 2-2 draw against Saudi Arabia, where Saudi Arabia came back into that game. We're at least celebrating that we played beautiful football against Saudi Arabia. Until when I saw the next friendly match, Mali Saudi Arabia, and Mali defeated them 3-1.
Yes,
I was like,
Saudi Arabia.
And I was celebrating 2-2.
See, when you see the antecedents of Saudi Arabia, the direction they have gone since this coach Abdel left, you see that they've not been in good form.
Yeah,
they've not been in good form. They are a team for the taking. If Mali could defeat Saudi Arabia, and we are going to the same nations, any Nigerian fan, I would just advise them for BP blood pressure, they better just keep a neutral.
Having look at the problem right now. Let's look at what's the way forward, because that is important. We look at the
like
way forward.
Mike Oko said, he said NFF is the problem. Nigeria is having in areas of football. They have refused to change the coach. Who has refused to change the goalkeeper? Can the coach do this to the football team of his own country? One Jesus said, can this analyst not do this coaching job? We have men that are hungry for success. Okay, can this analyst, we have men that are hungry for success at just citing the salary of the coach.
That's it, $50,000.
These coaches have seen money. He doesn't even talk passionately as a coach. Jack also says, South Africa, what you struggle to beat Lesotho and Zimbabwe. What I'm saying is, Jack, I'm just trying to say that in the way Nigeria was and should have remained, South Africa should not be a threat. Talk less of Lesotho and Zimbabwe. And looking at it, Victor Sylvester says, please send this coach away. Send this goalkeeper away. Honestly.
When you look at I would have loved you to be at the press conference. When you look at the ego, the pride in which
he was
talking like, he was talking like there was a backup from somewhere. There were some people backing him up. That guy, he got this job. And the problem with sacking him right now, it's not that they can't sack him, but it's still the same people who are backing him up right now that still want to make money over sacking Pasero. That is it. You think Pasero is getting this $50,000? You will check it down to the down. Pasero might not be going home with more than $20,000, and $30,000 is being shared by some top eggs. In sorry to say, there's no I don't want to make I don't want to make disclaimer. But you can't tell me Pesero is earning $50,000. That is the money going to him. It's not possible. This is not a top coach. How much is Thomas Frank getting at Brentford?
I think if FIFA comes to investigate the Nigerian,
and I think that's why I do say that FIFA is also one of our biggest problems. Because right now, federal government can't checkmate NFF. They'll cry immediately, and FIFA will come into it. And there was a time they were saying, I was talking with a friend at Uyo during the game, a journalist friend, was like, probably federal government should just disband the Super Eagles. Like, if federal government should come up today and say they want to disband Super Eagles, NFF will cry to FIFA that they are an independent body. They are not supposed to be checked by the federal government of Nigeria. So there's lots of problems, and NFF are not ready. You have Amaju Pinnick, who is now an executive of FIFA. I think the real problem is with Amaju Pinnick, because he's the one who put us where we are today. Ibrahim Guzau, if you manage to talk to that man, you know that this man is an honest man. He means well for the Super Eagles. I spoke to him at Uyo, and the way he was talking, you will know that this man actually means well for Super Eagles of Nigeria. So let's see what decision Ibrahim Guzau and his board
looking at it realistically, with the terms in the contract for Pesero, the only error was that the Nations Cup didn't hold
this year. That is because the Nations Cup is what I think it's the settlement. The settlement package is what NFF are currently running. Yeah, no, they just finished playing. They just paid what's it called? They just paid the Guarantor, and they don't want to just put themselves in another problem, because Guarantor actually got to FIFA. It got to the Court of Attribution for Sport before they had that settlement, and now there's another issue with Pesero. I think that's what they don't want to happen right now. Yeah. So let's just see if we'll be getting ourselves another good coach. And talking about another coach, are you of the opinion we go foreign or we stay at home? And don't forget, there's still another problem with Wadron. We are yet to see him coach the Super Falcons since the World Cup.
The thing is, if they are saying that they have financial challenges,
then we should stay home base.
Stay home base and give,
and make sure you are paying them their due money. Because my problem with home base coach is that is the agents, the footballer agents. That is when they'll start taking bribes for this unnecessary player who is not supposed to be in the Super Eagles.
The thing is this: when you employ a local coach, give him him or her a level playing field like you will give a foreign coach.
I think the technical department needs to be disbanded also.
Yeah.
What is Austin Eguavon still doing in the technical department?
Technical department on paper. Will they let them work?
No, they're actually working. These men do you think Pesero is one dropping this list of players? These are the people that came up with all this rubbish list.
This Pesero is the one responsible for 80 to 90% of these players because the free hand they give international coaches. They don't give.
So you think there's Pesero has any fear factor? Do you think he has any pull over the technical department in NFL?
Not that he has any pull, but like this kind of result, Pesero will come out and say the selected players won, and he won't take the fall for it. So for them to be able to let him take the fall,
I miss the strong man like Genotro. It's always unfortunate when you miss a bad coach. Genotro is not really a good coach, but for this standard, it's
better. I say we should be apologizing for Genotro.
There was a time we're looking
because
at
when
this,
you are replacing him with
what's this Burkina Faso coach Bernard? Oh, I forgot his name at the Nations Cup at the last Nations Cup. The Nigerians were interested that the love not Averrenad. I remember his name. Bernard something at the Nations Cup. That man was actually Suchek or so. I've forgotten his name. He's a Belgian coach during the Nations Cup. The Nigerians were all over him that they want him as the next Super Eagles coach. These are coaches that even Averrenad, if not until recent, Averrenad would have earned more than 60 or 70 because this guy was on 70 before. What's it called? Pesero was on £70,000 before coming down, before taking a pay cut to $50,000.
In one Jesus says, please, did I hear say the minister means well? We are not.
No, it's not minister. It's not minister. It's not minister. NFF president.
The current one. If you see the direction he's trying to take Nigeria.
I'm not talking about ministry. I don't have anything with the government right now. I'm talking about NFF, not ministry.
And it was not the anointed candidate.
And it was it wasn't the anointed candidate. I think Sheo Diko was the anointed candidate. Sheo Diko used to be Amaju's boy, so it's happened. Probably that is why. But if you speak to Ibrahim Guzau, you know that this man actually means well for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So let's see if he'll be coming in to wage the big sword over Pesero going into the Nations Cup. Because there's still time. we can still salvage some. We can still find a way to salvage some of our losses and see if we can just go to the Nations Cup and give a good account of ourselves.
So terrible.
So terrible. Well, and that was the full-time result. It ended 1-1 between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Warriors of Zimbabwe. That is 2 back-to-back draws in the 2026 World Cup qualifiers for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And they find themselves in another hard situation. But like some of our fans do say, Nigeria love doing things the hard way.
You now go back to the drawing board.
To the drawing board.
And that drawing board was not spoiled.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pleasure having you in the studio.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, that is how much we can take on today's edition of Watch Along the Premier Sports Fan Center. And to our viewers, thanks for being with us for 90 minutes. Though it was a disappointing result for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but we live to fight another day. That's about how much you can take today. It's bye for now from me and my production crew. We can talk for 1 hour. 135 people still there.
135. I mean, I don't desire. Because that result not even Hello, you're welcome to Premier Sport Fan Center. My name is Afolaya Adeyemi, and just join me on this ride while we go to the fans to hear their views concerning the upcoming Super Eagles game between Zimbabwe and Nigeria. That game promises to be explosive, exciting, mind-blowing, and we just want to go out there and see what the fans are expecting for their favorite national team. After that disappointing result, playing a 1-1 draw at home to Lesotho, let's see what the expectations of the fans will be in the game between Zimbabwe and Nigeria. Well, let's just go right there and find out for ourselves what the fans have in mind. Just stay with us. We'll be right back. And Nigeria is playing tomorrow against Zimbabwe. Away. What are your expectations for that match?
I don't know. I don't know, because with what we played last, I can't say they will win or they will draw. So we just have to look at the match. But I'm expecting them to play like they should win 2-0 or 3-0.
Away at Zimbabwe. Looking at it, who do you think might be the usual suspect you're expecting them to score?
I won't say, because the way Nigeria plays, we can't even say football is a game that anybody can score. Yeah. So we don't know, but we expect our forwards, our strikers to score more goals.
Well, he said it right there that we are expecting our forward to get goals, not like Lesotho, where none of our forward players could get the ball into the back of the net. So, lastly, the World Cup qualifier started. We missed Qatar. Does this Super Eagles look like the one that will make it to US, Mexico, Canada World Cup in 2026?
I believe so.
You believe so? We just have to believe, because in football, faith plays a key role. Thank you for joining us again.
You're welcome, sir.
Hello, you're welcome to Premier Sport Fan Center. My name is Afolaya Adeyemi, and just join me on this ride while we go to the fans to hear their views concerning the upcoming Super Eagles game between Zimbabwe and Nigeria. That game promises to be explosive, exciting, mind-blowing, and we just want to go out there and see what the fans are expecting for their favorite national team. After that disappointing result, playing a 1-1 draw at home to Lesotho, let's see what the expectations of the fans will be in the game between Zimbabwe and Nigeria. Well, let's just go right there and find out for ourselves what the fans have in mind. Just stay with us. We'll be right back. Yeah, good morning. This is Afolaya Adeyemi. of the Premier Sport Fan Center channel. Here with me is Lekon. Lekon, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Tomorrow, Zimbabwe is playing against Nigeria, and we saw the showing against Lesotho, how disappointing it is. It was. What's the expectation for Zimbabwe match?
I'm sure they can get themselves back on track. I'm sure they can do better the tomorrow match against Zimbabwe. We hope for the best result.
Yeah, we hope for the best result. Actually, every Nigerian fan, after missing the Qatar 2022 FIFA World Cup, with the way the direction is going with the national team, do you see them qualifying for the next World Cup?
The future is in their hands.
The future is actually in their hands, as Lekon has said. And your prediction for tomorrow?
we're going for death. 3-0.
3-0?
Yes.
In favor of who?
Anyone.
Wow, that shows the disappointment of every Nigerian fan right there with the Super Eagles. They need to do better to actually win back the love and the excitement the fans have had for them over the years. And Lekon, lastly, if you will advise the NFF on what to do to fix the country, will it be sacking the coaches? Will it be bringing in players? Will it be restructuring? What would be your advice to them in general sense?
I'm thinking it's restructuring. With the coach, the players. We need to restructure our team.
Yeah, we need to restructure our team. Right there, you can hear it from Lekon. Lekon, thank you for joining us.
Yes, sir.
Hello, you're welcome to Premier Sport Fan Center. My name is Afolaya Adeyemi, and just join me on this ride while we go to the fans to hear their views concerning the upcoming Super Eagles game between Zimbabwe and Nigeria. That game promises to be explosive, exciting, mind-blowing, and we just want to go out there and see what the fans are expecting for their favorite national team. After that disappointing result, playing a 1-1 draw at home to Lesotho, let's see what the expectations of the fans will be in the game between Zimbabwe and Nigeria. Well, let's just go right there and find out for ourselves what the fans have in mind. Just stay with us. We'll be right back. Hello, you're welcome to Premier Sports Fan Center, your favorite channel. My name is Afolaya Adeyemi, and here with me is Okpayemi. Okpayemi, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Talking about the upcoming game between Zimbabwe and Nigeria. We know the result against Lesotho. What would be your advice for the players and also the coach for the game coming up between Zimbabwe and Nigeria?
Let them put more effort. I won't say they don't try. They try their best, but let them put more effort. You understand? They should put more effort.
Yeah. Okpayemi said they should put more effort into their game, and some will say Nigeria is lacking talent. Do you share, that view that is Nigeria really lacking talent, or is it just the attitude that needs to improve?
Nigeria does not need talent. We have the talent here, but it's the attitude. Let them put. I'm just saying, like, passion. There's no passion in this football. Passion. There's no passion in just football, so we need more passion. So let them put their mind in what they are doing.
So they need to put their mind in what they are doing. And the game between Zimbabwe and Nigeria, what do you think will be the scoreline in the game?
Now 1-0.
In favor of who?
Nigeria. That's what I say. 1-0. 1-0.
So Okpayemi says it. It says Nigeria will be defeating Zimbabwe 1-0. Okpayemi, thanks for joining us.
1-0. Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Hello, you're welcome to Premier Sport Fan Center. My name is Afolaya Adeyemi, and just join me on this ride while we go to the fans to hear their views concerning the upcoming Super Eagles game between Zimbabwe and Nigeria. That game promises to be explosive, exciting, mind-blowing, and we just want to go out there and see what the fans are expecting for their favorite national team. After that disappointing result, playing a 1-1 draw at home to Lesotho, let's see what the expectations of the fans will be in the game between Zimbabwe and Nigeria. Well, let's just go right there and find out for ourselves what the fans have in mind. Just stay with us. We'll be right back. Hello, you're welcome to Premier Sports Fan Center. My name is Afolaya Adeyemi, and with me here is Mondela. Mondela, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. We're going to be talking about Zimbabwe-Nigeria match. Zimbabwe played draw to 1-1 draw in their own first game. The Super Eagles played a 1-1 draw also. What are your expectations for the game between Zimbabwe and Nigeria?
No, Zimbabwe is not a small team. They are also a top team. So if I should predict that match, should be draw.
It should be a draw. And scoreline?
Scoreline should be 1-1.
Mandela said scoreline should be 1-1. And looking at it with the way this qualifier is going, as Nigeria needs to improve.
No, they are going to qualify. I know they are going to qualify.
You are so sure that they will qualify?
I'm sure of that.
Yeah, we have one of the most positive Nigerian fan right here, Mandela, saying Nigeria will qualify for that group. And let's now talk about one last thing. The structural arrangement of Nigerian football. Going out there just to bring in players. When we have pool of talent here in Nigeria, what would be your advice to the NFF?
They are not the NFF, they are not actually trying in football, in our football career. Because yes, because imagine outside like England, they have so much Nigerian players there. Even in fact different countries. Yes, they have so many good Nigerian. Imagine Saka now. Saka is a Nigerian boy. Saka is a Nigerian boy, but he's playing for England. Because of because of the way Nigerian football stuff is. That's it, because it's very poor. So they have to go. Once this country, once you don't have connection, you can't play football. Apart from even your money self, it's not about money. It's connection. Yes, you can be very good, but once you don't have the connection, you're going nowhere.
Wow. So, in your own opinion, Nigeria needs to improve in the area of sport scouting and not putting sentiment or politics before talent itself. So Mandela, thanks for joining.
You're welcome, no problem. Thank you.
I wanted someone else to start because I wanted to find out if the NFF should decide to terminate your contract on the account of this game. Will it come as a surprise to you?
Allow him to respond.
No, it's good.
Don't laugh.
I don't answer this guy.
No. You come as a surprise if NFL decides to see the outcome of this match.
But why?
Because of the result today.
Why?
Because of today's performance.
Allow him to talk.
Okay, I explained the performance. 76% the pole position against 24. Many opportunity for score. Many goals for do. The opponent shoot 2 times in our goal and score 1 goal. Okay, I am sad. Of course. I am not happy. Disappointed also. But my team tried to do the maximum. Okay? Against Guinea, when they lose, someone like, no, I think you or the other like you, tell me the same. I said, no, my way for go AFCON, and I put the team in AFCON. No, it's the same. Okay, I'm sad because the result, but about the performance, the other team stay in the back 90 minutes, stay there, go in front 3 or 4 times. This team lost against Cote d'Ivoire 1-0. I know. If you receive one goal, is not easy for this team. Because this team defender, and good lucky. You saw the video, good lucky. Many goals, see the opportunity you create. How many opportunities you create? Tell me, how many opportunities? A lot. Okay? Only we didn't score. Even was the central back score. But sorry. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, Coach, good evening. My name is Mono Victor on Zero Media. The main, a lot of observers are questioning the intensity in attack of the Nigerian national team. We are very, very heavy up front in terms of wonderful strikers, but the question remains that it seems we play off the intensity at times in attack. Is there a way that can be addressed to get us firing on all cylinders as much as we can?
Okay. Today I think our efficacy was not good. Not good. You create Boniface 2 or 3 times in the head, Tayo, okay, many, our strikers also, other players, Kalechi, I don't know. Ade also, many situations. What I can do, speak with my guys, okay, more concentration, more focus, for finish. The problem is not only about this team, about Guinea was the same, many situations. Sometimes you score a lot. Of course, for this match, it's better you score earlier for play fresh. The problem in the first half, you play with tranquility, okay? In the second half, in the last 20 minutes, you play more with heart, normally. Because the team feels the flag, the team wants to do a goal, but lose the tranquility. Because if you don't lose the tranquility, you can play better, but you played hard. In the first half, I think we played the half. In the second half, we play more in the heart. In the last 20 minutes, hard. Only shaking is possible because, of course, draw against the result is not good for us. Okay, our team try, fight. I not say nothing about our players. They fight. Did mistake, it's true, but they fight.
Today 95.1 FM. Coach, yesterday you said sometimes not the best team wins the game.
Yes. Thank you very much. Like today. Today
now, the same thing happens, and we are planning for the AFCON. Would this still be another excuse that I want to call it going to the AFCON? What cup game we have against Zimbabwe?
Okay, no excuses. That's the truth. I said yesterday, sometime one team can play better, can shoot more, can do more than the opponent. And sometimes one team effort, like I said yesterday.
Alright, Emeka Dena, FM. Coach, how disappointed are you with the performance today? Your boss missed so many scoring chances. And that's Zimbabwe on Sunday.
Only this situation. On Sunday, because we lose chances. Inefficacy or lose chances, many chances. I believe against Zimbabwe, he can score.
I mean, did you guys underrate the Sotu? Did they perform better than you expected them to? I mean, you have to even come from there to equalize the game.
Absolutely not. We took this game very seriously. We gave our best. We didn't take them badly. We prepared the game like we prepared for every game. I think we're just unfortunate not to take a few chances, but we'll learn from this and we'll definitely come back stronger in the next game.
Yeah, Coach. Francis in Real Media. So you said you guys prepared well for the match. Wasn't that some kind of logistic issue as we had the time to play this match? For South Africa, they are having a match they won on Sunday. I thought we ought to have appealed to CAF over for us, like, play our match on Sunday. Then, well, let me learn, because these guys came in on Monday. A few of them, then on Tuesday. They only had their training yesterday. They didn't prepare well for this.
It's true.
So what's your take on this?
Didn't prepare well, even the players didn't rest well, because some players come Monday or Tuesday and could not training with intensity in that moment. Yesterday you training, but not too much intensity because you must play today. For that I asked why they put the match in this day, and more 3 days. 19 I go to play Zimbabwe. You go to flight 18 night, 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. Flight on the bus. Of course, I think it deserves. Like, why South Africa play tomorrow? You play today. Why? I don't know. Okay, but sure, our team is better. It's better in the group. Okay, you draw, but I think you go to win the next match. But of course, our players must do the fantastic sacrifice because they fight today. the ball don't go in the goal, don't go. Good luck, bad luck for us. But I think you're going to do a very good answer in Zimbabwe, even without rest well.
Jean Pablo from Voice of Nigeria.
No, the coordinator now.
Yes.
Allow a lady to act so that we can find out.
Okay.
Pablo, calm down.
First, the lady.
During the pre-match, you mentioned there was a lot of pressure from over 200 million people following Super Eagles.
But it's good.
But it is good. Now you started with a draw instead of at least having a win, and then it gives you leeway into other games. So how are you going to prepare and maintain, and to manage this kind of pressure, because tomorrow is going to be hot and
okay, it's like vaccine. It's like vaccine. If a player suffer pressure and suffer pressure play, sometimes don't take care about the pressure. It's the normal way, okay? But okay, I understand. If you play in Nigeria, if you play in Super Eagles, they are preparing for receive the pressure and play with pressure. Of course, no one is happy. Very sad, disappointed everybody about this result. But of course, now you need to, in this moment, you need to see the best, the good players and the good men. For like when you lose against Guinea, you beat Guinea after 3 days or 4 days, I don't know. Now you need to beat Zimbabwe in the body.
Voice of Nigeria, Jean Pablo from Voice of Nigeria. Against Guinea-Bissau, 27 shots, and we couldn't get one back at the net. Tonight, 29 shots, 8 on target, 6 off target, and the others wayside. Well, it tells the tale of our connection at the final third. Is there lack of communication and chemistry amongst our forward?
Okay, what I can say. Our strikers score in the clubs. It's true or not true?
It is true. When did he score today?
Here, didn't score. The same players. Of course, you have where the players work the finishing in the clubs. You have time there. These 2 days didn't training finish, but I think it's not too much important in 2 days. Don't training finish. It's one moment. Okay. Other thing, only us play 2 strikers. Boniface don't play 2 strikers. Tayo don't play 2 strikers. Ozyman don't play 2 strikers. Mofi don't play 2 strikers. You try to coordinate that before you play 2 strikers. Because with 2 strikers you score 10 goals against Messi, 6 goals against Messi. Okay, score 3 goals against Saudi Arabia, 3 goals against. Okay, you score every time with 2 strikers. You want to create the coordination, not the finishing. The coordination for they understand better the movements, each one, for playing together. Today, I felt that sometimes no right coordination. For that, you need more time for training that coordination. But it's not only this the work, it's the bad luck. It's true. We cannot take the bad luck for justify nothing. But bad luck, the ball go in the post, the ball go for goal, come on when the defender are touching the goal. It's many situations. What can happen? I think someone want to suffer, but in the final don't suffer.
All right, thank you very much.
Welcome to the Qualifiers Stadium, where the Super Eagles of Nigeria is taking all the crocodiles of Lesotho. It has been a fun week here in Uyo. For the past 1 week we've been around in the stadium and everywhere at Uyo, waiting for this big game. And this is where the beginning of the 2026 World Cup starts for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. TV fans are in the stadium. You can see the stadium is looking very beautiful and ready to have the Super Eagles play on the stuff. I would like to see how that ends between the Super Eagles and Lesotho. Don't forget the last time out at the Qatar World Cup, the Super Eagles were not there, but they'll be looking forward to redeem their image going to the next World Cup, which is very much important. 90 minutes await us today, and let's see if the Super Eagles can get a very big victory over the Lesothans. See you at the end of the game. Hello, welcome to the Nest of Champions. That is Goswe Akpabio Stadium here in Akwa Ibom, Uyo State. where the Super Eagles will be taking on the Crocodiles of Lesotho this afternoon. And I have with me in the stadium already some of the Timmy fans of the Super Eagles. And you can see him with the green and white jersey is here to enjoy the game between the Super Eagles and the Crocodiles of Lesotho. Can I meet you guys? What are you guys' names?
My name is Umar.
Okay, yeah, that's what. How excited are you, coming here to see the Super Eagles play today?
I'm very happy. It's been quite a fantastic evening right here in the city of Uyo, Akwa State precisely. And once again, the Super Eagles is back to what I call their home base right here in Uyo. For quite some time now, they have been playing at the Gosling Akwa International Stadium, and it's been a fantastic ride so far. They played about 2-3 weeks ago, 4 weeks back, where they play against the South African Principal, and they are back here for the World Cup qualifier against Lesotho. And we expect nothing less than the win this evening.
Okay, it was a big scoreline when they played Sao Tome here. What are your expectations today? Playing against Lesotho. It shouldn't be a problem for the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Obviously, they should not. They should get practice on, because I'm a firm believer that the Super Eagles of Nigeria did not play in the last World Cup. And for you to be in the next World Cup in Mexico, Canada, and USA, this is going to be the starting point. And the best way to start is by getting the win against the Lesotho this evening.
So what's the score prediction?
Well, I think I have to respect my opponent to some level. They might not be in terms of performance, in terms of personnel, they might not be equal to the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but 3 goals to nothing will be very okay by me.
Okay, you can hear that from him. 3 goals to nothing in favor of the Super Eagles of Nigeria against Lesotho. That shows how big and how happy the fans are seeing the Super Eagles back in Uyo playing against the Lesotho national team today. This is just the beginning. You can see the fans are still tripping into the stadium, and we can see the Lesotho footballers are training on the pitch right now and having a feel of the pitch before the match starts at 5 p.m. Don't go there. We're still in the stadium to talk to more fans.
Are we good?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the official post-game press conference of Nigeria versus Lesotho. That was the first game of the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier. And of course, it has ended. We all know the result between Nigeria and Lesotho at the Gosling Akwa Stadium. And in our midst, we have the head coach of the Crocodile of Lesotho, and of course the captain of the team. So all we need to do is let's just cooperate as usual. Raise your hand and your name, then your medium as well, so that it's also going to be very snappy, no more than 10 minutes as usual, please. So I will allow the player to introduce themselves. Silent now. Silent, please, silent.
My name is Safani Benedict Merani, captain of Lesotho, and a goalkeeper.
Okay, so let's just cooperate, please, as usual.
My name is Emeka Dena from Sports Radio Life. Coach, congratulations. That was a huge result for you. What do you make of the game generally? What's the impression of the game today? For the captain, coming to Nigeria to face Zimbabwe, did you guys ever thought of getting a draw here? You even scored first. Was it in the game plan?
Actually, we are expecting a very tough encounter. Nigeria is one of the best footballing countries in the country. They have qualified for the World Cup, of course, several times, and we came here knowing that it was going to be very difficult for us. But at the same time, we had faith in ourselves. We gave the players the self-belief, and after the tournament in Southern Africa in July, it was all across Africa. After our second push here, I was given to lead the team. a platform where the players can get exposure, for them to progress and grow. So I think today's match, we are quite satisfied. It's not a simple team that is right. Playing a draw with Nigeria is a big result to us. So we need to build up from here and see how we change. But at the same time, everyone within the team setup has to be grounded. We should not be taken away by the draw. So it's still a lot of room for growth as a team from our mix within the team.
For us, we came here knowing that Nigeria is going to win the game to us. So we gave them a little bit of respect, knowing that they're the best team in Africa. And we expected us to lead them first, because if they score first, they're going to come down. So we said we need to come down. Whenever they lose the ball, we should counter so that we can score.
Okay, great. Good evening, Coach. Good evening.
Your name and your medium, please.
Yes, good evening. My name is George. I talk on Qualifiers from New York, based here. Coach, you told us yesterday that you just came to have fun. Yeah, you actually said you're not putting your hopes on qualifying for the World Cup. That it'll be a tall dream for you. So after this win, or after this draw, Super Eagles, does it give you more confidence? Are you dreaming that you can, lay spots or claim spots at the World Cup? And then for you, what was it for you though? You had a very excellent game, lots of saves. What did you tell yourself going in there, and how were you able to pull up all those excellent saves?
Thank you. Actually, trying to make things together.
You said you're here to have fun.
Qualify for the World Cup now.
Yes. No, it's really gonna take one step at a time. You have to take one step at a time, because like I said, we need to be level-headed. But see, we did that each match. I told them I need to see progress within the team play, within the team setup. So I think from where we left in September when we played Qualifiers, we lost 1-0. The performance of the team was satisfactory. And today again, we see the progress we are making with our team. So we just need to go again against the Benin, the 3 days plan, see how best we can get good performance. Then gradually, maybe after 4 matches, then we can see we can talk about qualification. But for now, we just need to enjoy the moment, play against the best team in the continent, and improve.
Okay, for my side, I came here just to enjoy myself. Like the coach, my coach said that this is not our first time playing against Nigeria. Last, we were here in 2020, and they beat us 3-0. So he said to me, just go out and have fun. I know you can win. So I just went there and have a lot of fun.
I really had fun.
My name is Onakosi, Cool FM Nigeria. My questions are for Coach Leslie and Captain Moran. Coach and Captain, out there on the pitch today, across 90 minutes, did you notice any difference between stars who play football all across Europe?
I can say that they are very big when they hit the ball. Like us,
Fortunately, the team liaison officer is here, and so one more question, please, and make it snap.
Right.
From one lady?
From one
lady.
lady.
Hold on, Coach. My name is Gilda. When I joined the topic. The basic question is,
How much confidence does this game, this result you got against Nigeria, give you and your team ahead of the game against the likes of Benin Republic, South Africa, and the rest of this one?
No, it is gonna bring a lot of confidence in the team. Like coming to Nigeria, getting a point, it's massive result for us. So it gives us self-belief, the hope that was here. So it's something that I normally talk to them about, that I can, it's I am, I can, I must. So it's something that we should always think about. I must work hard, I must have that self-belief. So I think we are on the progression that is very, very positive from our point of view as a small football country. So
All right. Welcome to the Qualifiers Stadium, where the Super Eagles of Nigeria is taking all the crocodiles of Lesotho. It has been a fun week here in Uyo. For the past 1 week, we've been around in the stadium and everywhere at Uyo, waiting for this big game. And this is where the beginning of the 2026 World Cup starts for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Signifiers are in the stadium. You can see the stadium is looking very beautiful and ready to how the Super Eagles play on the stuff. I would like to see how that ends between the Super Eagles and Lesotho. Don't forget the last time out at the Qatar World Cup, the Super Eagles were not there, but they'll be looking forward to redeem their image going to the next World Cup, which is very much important. 90 minutes await us today, and let's see if the Super Eagles can get a very big victory over the Lesothans. See you at the end of the game.
right now I'm in front of the Godswill Akpabio Stadium gate. This is the stadium where the Super Eagles will battle against the Crocodiles of Lesotho. And you can see the stadium everywhere is set. Right inside the stadium, a lot is happening. You can see those in charge of the sound system. The sound engineers are already working down there. And here we are, Premier Sport Farm Center. We'll be here to cover the match live against Lesotho. Don't forget, we are going to give you an update of the situation of the match between Super Eagles versus Lesotho. Yesterday, the training and all the movement, all the pictures. Just hold on as we bring that to you live from Uyo.
For your time. Of course, in our midst, we have the standing for your time. Of course, in our midst, we have the standing captain of the Super Eagles and our defender, that's the person of Kenneth Emery. And in the middle, we have the Portuguese tactician, Coach Jose Pesero. And of course, we have our representative with us as our colleague, our able colleague, the media officer of the Super Eagles, Baba Femiraj. And of course, welcome to the official presser ahead of the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. The road to USA, Mexico, and Canada starts tomorrow for the Super Eagles. It's a very long journey, which we believe, of course, the Super Eagles will start on a very bright note. So on this occasion, we know that it's going to be brief, it's going to be like 15-minute session. So let me introduce standing captain of the Super Eagles and head coach Pesero. Good evening. Good evening. So first and foremost, please, what you do is you raise your hand, your name, and your medium before we allow you to answer questions. So if you raise your hand, I will certainly give you the chance to ask questions. I'm sure that we may offend some people because we cannot allow everybody to ask questions. So please try as much as you can to bear with us. So,
my name is Emeka Dena from Sports Radio Billa FM. Coach, I have a question for you and for standing captain Kenneth tomorrow. Coach, for you, how ready is the team ahead of tomorrow's encounter? It's a World Cup qualifier. Nigeria failed to qualify the last time. How prepared is the team for tomorrow's encounter? Kenneth, of course, we didn't make it to the last World Cup. What's the feeling in camp amongst the players? How seriously are you guys taking this match tomorrow and the rest of the matches in the qualifiers?
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for coming. I think more 60 people. I checked. Okay, you haven't enough time or too much time for prepare the team, Some 5 players arrive Monday, Tuesday arrive more 18 players. You need to manage the training for their rest well, because you play tomorrow. Okay, only today you can do the normal training, but without intensity because you're training tomorrow. I would like to play no in 16, but 17 and 21, but the CAF put this schedule. You need to accept. Okay, you didn't training too much this camping until now, but you're training before. I accumulate the work since the first day I came here. I arrive. I accumulate when you play friendly match, when you play official match. You try to introduce our ideas, our dynamics, our organization, and try to repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat the same players. For that, I don't change all the players like you like every time. Even you did the last camping in Portugal, and you take advantage that you did too much, 8 sessions. 8 practice, and even you could use all the players in the match. They put only 11 the first match, but the 11 the second match. But I think I'm ready. Okay, we like to training more on the O2, but what I did because we training before. I know the players, only come a new player, Mata, or sometimes I can check some player in our eyes, show something well. The others, they come with habit, they know our organization, they know our leadership, they know our organization. I think you got to do a good match.
Good evening, guys. For me also, I know we didn't qualify for the last World Cup, and I know how hot we felt, as players and also as Nigerians. But this time we have an opportunity to rewrite that, and we've been working hard, even right from preparing for the Nations Cup qualification. We've been training together and trying to understand ourselves and our approach tactics better. And I think despite not having enough time to train, like the coach said, we have the quality and we're ready to get that to
Okay. My name is China Achiru, as VFL. Again, for the coach and the player, and Kenneth. One of the goalkeepers, Francis Uzo, has faced a lot of criticism from the media and from the fans. I want to ask you, what kind of support is he getting from you as coach? Because back in the team, for Kenneth, I don't know you're young for pidgin English. How do you take support him as the whole fans and media they criticize him?
Okay. Normal. I evaluate my players, all of them, not only the goalkeepers, and I have a list of 50 players. I think at the same level. For each camping, for each match, or 2 matches like now, I choose the best in that moment, in my opinion. Okay. Okay. About goalkeeper, I think I answered 3 or 4 times until now with that question. Okay. I understand the fans. I understand the media. I understand everybody. But my decision comes from my head, not the other heads. I need to follow my confidence, my job. For that, I have the course I level in the UEFA Cup, in the UEFA school, in the university. Of course, someone can see better than me, of course, but it's my opinion, it's my solution. I keep the confidence in our goalkeepers. Of course, in this moment, Adelaide could not come because he didn't play now in Israel. Maduka could not come because the problem, the passport, but come Uzo. Uzo was our goalkeeper in the classification. In classification was our goalkeeper. Only did play one match. Was Adelaide playing Serra Leone. Camojo, Cam Amas. I believe in our goalkeepers. I believe in Duzo also. Only that. But I accept you take other opinion, the media, other people. I know it's too much pressure over the goalkeeper here. I know you don't understand well the mistake our goalkeepers understand more the mistake our strikers lose many chances sometimes, but it's not in football. It's not in football. The strikers lose chance and midfield lose pass, or sometimes the goalkeeper do some mistake. Everybody knows he did a mistake against Saudi Arabia. He knows. I know. I spoke with him. He spoke with me. I tried to improve him, the mentality, the capacity. When I see one goalkeeper better than Uzo for start the match, I bring him. I'm not stupid. I want to play with the best players, I think. Or not. I don't want to lose, I want to win. But he has my confidence.
Okay.
So you want to...
No, I think you must consider.
So for me, Coach Don almost taught everything about Uzo, which Nahim get the decision to make the team. And we as players will get behind them because now the best goalkeeper we get out there now. For me, Plenty people feel disagree because of maybe make one or two mistakes. But more not forget the best games when done also keep for us. You know, I see posts when they go post, and sometimes we media self know the help issue because we post them